Blowjobs are a no for me.
It is a skill. It is a practice skill. It is a necessary skill. Ooh, great blowjob.
The secret to a great blowjob is saliva, saliva, saliva.
It's important for us to learn from this because I think we lose because we beat ourselves.
You need to swallow it too.
I understand the problem here.
The people don't understand esophagus is the main player of the game.
Try to stay away from it as much as I can.
You can start by licking the dimple.
I didn't understand it, but
Patrick Agyemang to Bambi or a newborn giraffe or what?
All right, welcome to Straight Red Card. We're back. Sorry about Thursday. Just like, hey, sometimes we struggle. We struggle to put together a show because it's pretty rare, but nothing was happening. Nothing was happening. So it's like, what are we going to just go on here and fiddle around? No, so we're not going to do that. I'm trying not to curse in the first, several minutes of the show.
Hold on, real quick. Was it the Tom goes, Brett was taking a dump?
Actually, I was the late one.
And I go, I wrote at Tom, I've been at PC since 8 p.m. What I was doing at the PC is none of your business. But then not. Calvin points out there 2 times because right above this Tom was this Tom. So I added this Tom. I didn't add the right Tom. I had to correct myself.
It said, Pete's low on McKennie going into the season. Yeah, I mean, you just never know what's going to happen at Juventus. I mean, you can say, the same will happen as usual. They're like not going to play him a whole lot, and they're talking about getting rid of him, and then he ends up being a starter. But there's no guarantee that that's going to happen.
Dude, he's looking as fit as I've seen him in most years. He's looking good. He's looking ready.
Yeah, he looks all right this season, so I think he'll be fine.
He'll get back on there, yeah. I mean, you can't go on the summer break, go to the Club World Cup, bash Italian food, and then expect to have your starting spot.
It's the Italian food part. But
it 100% is, yeah, because all of a sudden after that little interview or little clip, all of a sudden Weah's getting loaned out with option to buy. They're trying to shop Weston, who apparently is drawing interest from Roma.
Yeah, well, by the way, in the intro, I don't think you've ever picked this up, but the subtle bust on Donovan, where she says, you have to swallow it, and he says, I don't see the problem here.
No,
I don't see the problem here. Like, you got to swallow it. It's got to go down. Anyhow, all right. No, it's sort of an implication that his penis is so small, she's not going to need to go that far.
I assume that it's what happens afterwards. The end of it.
Because she says, and you got to swallow it. It's part of the esophagus thing. And he's like, I don't see what the problem is here. I did not do that on purpose, but then I saw the subtle implication of that later. And I'm like, that was kind of a bust on his penis size. And that's not what I meant to do.
You mean to say I did it on purpose?
Yeah, exactly. Like Larry's already gone off after my super clit. Derek's dick is lit. Jesus, yeah. Larry. That's not very nice. We haven't even gotten started yet.
I bring up the giant, either small dick or giant clit all the time, and Derek's like, no, that's not a thing.
Well, if Larry was better at, getting me excited, I might be bigger. But anyhow.
Might get the micro stage. What up?
He's not a very good fluffer. That's all I got to say. Larry, not a good fluffer. All right, Derek,
work on that.
Did you like Blink 182? Look at me, dude. Do you think I liked Blink 182? Seriously? Brett, do you think I like Blink 182?
No, I don't know for a fact. I'm 100% positive without knowing for a fact that you probably were not like you were. You're not like a hater of Blink 182, but you just like, I don't like this.
I don't know about hate. I think it's more like, whatever, dude. That would be my response.
You gotta remember when Blink came out. Derek was already, 7 years out of college.
Oh, and we were touring. We were touring with legit good musical writing bands, and we looked at these punks and went, "Man, Shortcut." There was actually there's a great band out there.
Is there?
Called the band Built to Spill, and on their album Keep It Like a Secret, the first song they do, and it's 2 minutes long, is a song mocking the pop faux punk coming out at the time, and it's fucking hilarious, dude. It is hilarious.
The pop faux punk came out whenever I was in middle school, high school era. So that was more up my alley in the end. I mean, I enjoy it. I still enjoy Blink. I still enjoy that pop faux punk. I mean, it's just it's simple chords and stuff that you can get hyped up for a game with.
Who in your life at that time would have exposed you to independent music? Nobody. You didn't have anybody that was going to do that. I mean, that's a whole genre you had to dig into to get to, right? So, like the Pixies.
I didn't smoke enough weed to really get into it all.
And Sonic Youth and Pavement and Sebado and all these bands at the time that were blowing up in the 90s. There's no way for you to get to those bands.
Hey, whatever. I don't own a CD of Good Charlotte by any means, but I'll listen to it if it pops on the radio. Whatever.
What song they do? I can't remember.
God damn it! What the fuck is that name of the song? They only had like one real song on the radio, as far as I know. But so it's a song I can't remember. I did hear it recently though. So
Larry says he homosexual.
Anthem. Is it just called Anthem? I didn't think it was called Anthem. I thought it was something else. But
Larry says homosexual older man. That's who to hook you up with independent music. All right, Larry.
I wanted to jump back. We were talking about Blink 182 and stuff like that. The whole pop faux punk scene and everything like that. And there's a reaction video out there. It's like college kids reacting to Blink 182, but it's not just that. It's actually Blink 182 reacting to college kids reacting to Blink 182. And these kids they said, "Oh yeah, my dad really likes this song." They were like the idols of the generation. Like they created this whole movement. They're it's like they're like really fluffing Blink 182, and Blink 182 is like, yeah, I guess we'll take it, whatever. Mm-hmm. But they're like genre definers. I'm just like, okay,
no, they're not.
Let's reel it back a little bit, guys. It's not like that.
What genre? I'm sorry, but there was a term back in the day called blinker. What a blinker is, right? And that's when
a lot of people today don't know how to use a blinker.
That's when a butthole blinks at you. So then when I heard blink,
a lot of
I don't even know what that means. Blink 182. What is that? Like so many
Derek
times.
Loves Nickelback.
You know that ain't true, Tom.
But Larry loves Nickelback.
Yeah, well,
I want to address Nickelback real quick.
It's not surprising.
There's nothing wrong with Nickelback, but the problem is Nickelback was over fucking played.
No,
and
they
it's like
stopped,
holy. Well, no, they're not great by any means, but whatever. Again, it's driving down the road. I can't listen to it now because again, you heard it was like you would back in the day. You'd always change the station and. Nickelback's on that fucking station. It could be a country station. They're playing Nickelback. Like, I'm not going to switch to a country station. I'm using it as an example, though. But I'm like, oh my God.
So
they became enemy number one for everyone.
It sounds like Larry really got buried in the corporate faux Nirvana fake copy music because that's Creed and that's Nickelback. And that's okay. If you like them, I'm fine with it. You do you. You do you. But I can't take the lyrics.
We've talked about Creed recently.
I know.
We've talked about Creed had a resurgence just recently. Like, oh, Creed's coming back. call into the radio station, possibly get a ticket if you tell us about your favorite Creed story.
Yeah.
Jeff, my favorite Creed story would be like, well, I heard it come on the radio and I changed the station.
Yeah, exactly. Jeff Carey says Coldplay. I mean, there's some Coldplay songs that I think are pretty decent. I'm not buying an album of Coldplay. I'm not even buying a record, a single. I'm not buying anything by them. But when it comes on, some of their stuff's very listenable. So I'm not going to criticize them. So AC/DC, very good band. Now you're hitting it, Larry. Now you're hitting
Viva La Vida, or whatever, that song by Coldplay actually got remade by a band called Dirty Heads.
They're already covering. Oh my God, it's not even been that long. Cobain was a worthless pussy, I guess. I mean, you can say that. He did kill himself. Well, apparently. I mean, we're not really sure. Allegedly, somebody else could have been involved. We're not going to get into that here. Flaming Lips. That's the best band I've seen listed here so far. Although Tool, I didn't ever buy an album, but I had a bassist who almost toured with them, and we knew those guys. They're pretty cool. So I just wasn't really super into their music. I thought they had some good songs, though. All right. So
God, what's the name of the genre of music that they're doing now? I mean, back in the early 90s and stuff like that, they were definitely whatever, like grunge / harder, a little harder. But now it's what's the
math rock?
Yeah, I mean,
like math grunge. Yeah, I mean, it's like a very odd
industrial
genre.
Rock or something like that.
Industrial mathematical grunge. I don't know what you call it, but a lot of stuff in off times, like 4/5, and just weird stuff. 5/7. Yes. You're like, who's mine?
A lot of their newer stuff's like that too. Yeah, at that point, the older stuff was less like that, I think. But
whose mind thinks like that? I mean, it's never. We never.
Calvin wants you to explain math rock.
Well, I kind of just did.
Basically, it's not the same. It's not playing the same 3 chords over and over again. They play awkward. It's not awkward like I don't know.
Okay, here's
difficult.
The thing. Most rock songs are in the following 2 measures. You ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Also known as a waltz, or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a lot of the math rock stuff's in weird ass times. I'll just give you 5/4 for instances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Like that's just a weird time for most people to get into a groove, a 5 count. So I have written a song in 5 count. It was never, released, but it's your brain just doesn't work like that. Now there are bands like Radiohead who get away with even weirder times than that, like 5/8 and just weird shit, just completely mind-blowingly weird crap. But they make it sound like it's in 4/4, but it ain't in 4/4. It's in like some weird time signature. So, but you can't call them math rock just because it's complicated. Anyhow, yes, Derek, better than Rick Beato. I think I'm a better songwriter than Rick Beato, but I don't think.
Sounds like Derek's fapping over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. He's math fapping. Hey, Derek, if you want an interesting video to go watch when it comes to Tool and stuff like that, they've got a Danny the drummer. I forgot his last name right now. He has an entire when they do the song Numa, one of their newer songs. Okay. He has an entire drum video that they posted online.
All right.
And you can see how he does the drumming and shit like that. It's pretty fucking boss.
Amazing drummers are very impressive to watch. Some people overplay. That's one thing to consider. But guys like the drummer from Rush, whose name I just forgot. I mean, he had 42 different drums around him.
Danny Carey.
Yeah, that's insane to have that many drums and that many toms and that many things.
Danny's got something similar, not quite 40 per se, but he's got something similar to that.
You know what I played with? I played with a snare, a bass, a floor tom, and 2 other toms that up here.
So the drum set your parents bought you when you were a kid, huh?
No, it was actually my former drummer, Dan Solero's drum set that when he moved away from Bloomington, he just said, yeah, just have it. I'm going to go buy a new one. I'm like, thank you. I'll take it. Yeah. And
that sounds like the drum set he probably got when he was in high school. Like they, hey, I'm a drummer in high school, and you pay X amount of money, and you get the drum set.
It was a nice set, and I had to replace pieces over time. I had to get a new snare, and then it had a ride, a crash, and a hi-hat. That's it. That's all I got.
Def Leppard had the one-armed drummer because of a bus accident, wasn't it?
Yeah, or a car accident of some sort. So, but yeah, I mean, it's hard to play drums with one hand. I mean, I guess they made up. It's
not overly complicated, right?
Man, I don't know how he did it. I think they
2 1 2 1.
I think they allowed him to add a ride or a hi-hat, or they made it some way where he could play with one of his feet. I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So although
a lot of street performers doing that shit.
Usually you need both feet because one of your left foot is usually on the hi-hat and your right foot is doing the bass drum. So I don't know how he did it. Doesn't really matter. His drumming for everything after Pyromania was mediocre.
Jackety says foot pedal, I believe.
Yeah, probably. But Pyromania is a great album. All right. We better move on before this show's 3 hours again. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can't stop ourselves. It's going to happen. All right. Toggle on the RTO. All right. You send me this. I'm not even sure what to believe here.
It'll take you 1 minute to figure out this is disgusting.
Is incredible. Don't fry the chicken, put it in boiling orange juice, and the result is incredible.
No, it's not. I can already tell you it's not. The skin will not be crispy if you put it in orange juice.
100% won't be crispy. It'll be soggy as shit. Now, I've heard you do orange zest as a seasoning to put on with other things as well, but boiling it in orange juice?
Yeah, you don't boil wings. I'm sorry.
We talked about the two fat foodies all the time. What we need to do, instead of us talking about food, we need to actually try this shit out. These stupid ass YouTube and TikTok trends of food shit.
No, I guarantee this.
Just boil your wing. Well, that's $10 worth of wings right there down the drain.
Yeah, just flush them down the toilet because they're going to be soggy as shit. They will
God.
There will be some amount of orange flavor imparted onto them, but it will be disgusting.
I mean, I want crisp to my wing though, which is one main reason why I love cooking on a charcoal grill.
Yeah,
you throw some barbecue sauce on there last 5-10 minutes, whatever.
Yeah, and you get it nice and brown, almost black and crispy on the outside.
No.
Yeah.
And that's a funny thing because my kids will look at the black and they're like, no, it's burnt. I'm like, no, it's not. Just eat it. You'll love it.
This is flavor. I added flavor. All right.
Do I need to continue from this? Did they talk about more?
No. That's all I wanted to show you. That's all I needed was what? 17 seconds?
I mean, that's garlic. Okay, sure, garlic. Sure.
All right, fine.
Look at the orange juice. Look at that orange juice. It's
paprika, probably. Flour.
Black powder, oregano.
Pepper,
oregano. The seasoning sounds fine.
Yeah, it's all fine, but you don't boil wings.
Wait. What the? It's just poured on top of the center stuff, and then they cover it.
Yeah, they didn't even mix it up.
What the fuck? I mean, they're mixing up now.
They're mixing.
Oh, bullshit!
Yeah, I'm
bullshit. What? Wait, no, you don't go. No. You don't go from this to that.
They're still not going to be crispy. I'm sorry.
I mean, that looks good right there.
It looks good.
That looks good.
But it's not going to be crispy.
Maybe if you keep frying, no, it's not frying, I guess.
You're not frying it. There's no oil.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you tell me
soy sauce on
the little soy sauce is going to make
this is a very Asian-esque type of wing recipe.
Well, I don't know about you. I go to Asian restaurants. Their wings are crispy as hell.
They're building for the sauce here. They're making it thick. Not necessarily teriyaki by any means, but teriyaki-esque type sauce.
Mm-hmm. with orange juice.
It looks damn good. No,
more water?
Water? Why?
What are we
the
doing?
sauce is good. It was thick. It was good. Why?
Because she wants to continue to boil the wings with water.
God. 15 more minutes.
And now ketchup. Ketchup, of all things, we're adding to wings.
All right, she's making a barbecue. That's what she's doing right now.
Yeah,
she's making a barbecue.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a barbecue sauce. This is the dumbest barbecue sauce ever.
Yep.
Yeah, It's a barbecue sauce. That's all it is.
Derek used to take bathroom breaks with Stevie Nicks. I only wish I did. I only wish I did.
All right, well,
Untouchables.
They're looking better and better. That's a decent looking barbecue sauce. I still don't understand the boiling in orange juice. That just seems fucking weird to me.
Cannot be good. Sorry. All right, let's move on. Yeah,
well, we should try it one day.
All right, you should try it. I'm not gonna waste my $10 on.
Would it be more than $10? The $10 just for the wings. You got to buy all the other shit.
I know. All right. Never seen Brett so anxious about why he's not
ruining the wings. I'm anxious. Yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Well, all right. Not really. I'm playing into it here, but I mean, it's bad.
It's yeah.
I think you could have accomplished the exact same thing by making the sauce, frying the wings like normal, and then throwing the sauce on top of the wings.
Yes, I agree. All right, for the 138 of you already here just 20 minutes in, make sure you like, subscribe, share, which Grandma, most of you probably are already done that. And we do appreciate it. All right. What next?
Green Great Basin says I'd feed that to my stepsister.
I would feed that.
Hey, you know what? I would try it. I mean, I don't want to make it, but I would try it.
Brett will try anything.
Yeah.
All right. Larry says for $2, Derek never had a black pal teach him to dance. So one of my best friends is Jeremy Brentlinger. He's a musician in St. Louis. We've been probably close to best friends for, I don't know, since I was in my like 34 years. And he's just not a dancer. He was a skateboarder, a musician, an amazing musician and drummer, which is how we connected, a hip hop guy, but not a dancer. He might be able to dance. I've never seen him dance, but no. Nobody ever taught me to dance. And frankly, Larry, I never wanted to learn to dance. The only dance I know how to do is with slow dance with girls at whatever dance at school. And I could do a slow dance. Yeah, I could do that. All right. He says you need a real black friend. What the hell is wrong with you?
Bill Burr had a whole skit about that where he's like, I've never, he's like, I've been dating black chicks for a decade going on now, and I've had black friends, and not once have any of my black friends ever, stopped to teach me how to dance, and never once have I gone into their neighborhood and tried to save a school.
Well, at some point you could just look at someone and go, yeah, this guy ain't going to dance. I'm not even going to bother. And I'm sure that was the case. Listen.
That's the whole point of liquid courage, right? You get boozed up, it doesn't matter. I mean, you may look like an idiot, but you feel like you're good.
Have I been at a party and danced? Yes. And I'm glad for whatever footage that was in 1997, no one filmed it. Thank you. All right.
No. I've never danced at a party before.
Oh,
none of my parties really had an area where people were dancing. I don't know.
Well,
it was more of a hangout, gathering, and playing beer pong and that type of party.
Remember that underneath Second Story at Bloomington for years was Bullwinkle's, the gay bar, and so after shows, many times we'd go down there and just have a good dance, have a good time. We take all our girlfriends with us. It'd be fun. And yeah, sometimes we got a little toasted and we did dance. Glad it was never filmed. That's all I got to say. Glad it was never filmed.
So as of like 2002 through 2006, was that the same gay bar there?
Yeah, I think so. It was there until right around like.
I went there a couple times. Went there a couple times with some girls, and I felt confident in the fact that none of them would be hit on.
They would have the nights where they would have the show where the cross they dress like what's that called? They get all done up and they dance the well anyhow.
Drag show.
Drag show. Thank you. Yes.
You mentioned cross dress. I'm like, what's that cross dress? What is it? It's
Yeah, I couldn't think of it, but anyhow, yeah, the drag show. We go there to watch the drag shows too. Those were infamously famous in Bloomington. You had to catch that at least a couple times after being up until 2 a.m. playing a rock show. You went down there, had a few more beers, danced a little, and then you went over to Video Saloon.
Gaga.
Video Saloon, right? That's where I went. But then that turned into a college bar now. So no, I don't know what happens. It used to be the artsy, independent artist types would all go there and hang out at the Video Saloon and play darts and pool, and the locals too. So all right, we better move on.
Sorry, Jeff, I've got to show the super chat because I may forget it later, and we're gonna get to Pepi later. But I figured let's go and do it now so that we don't get 5-10 minutes down. Hey, you missed my super chat. You missed my super chat.
Fulham reportedly submitted a $30 million bid to PS Eindhoven for Pepi, and PSV turned it down. We don't know if that's confirmed yet. There's no confirmation on that offer, number one. Number two, it sounds like the same offer made by Leipzig.
I was going to say, let's go ahead and talk about Pepi real quick. Might as well. Pepi didn't play in the home opener.
Right.
Wasn't even on the game day roster. Not on the injured report or anything.
Yep.
On top of that, he was not on the 2-team roster.
No, and I was asking who posted that again? Yeah. So regular here. And I asked him, so why did you think he'd be on the 2-team? Because
he wasn't even on the game day roster. Yeah.
Oddly enough, Esmir Baraktarovic was on the 2-team, and Michael Besser, the U.S.-Netherlands dual nat, did get the start at center back for young PSV, which is a really good sign. But keep in mind, he's never played for anybody but the Netherlands youth teams. So it's, we got a coach right now who's not a recruiter. So
by the time he gets up there and battling for a contending spot, we'll have a new coach, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
we got one more year left.
He's not staying after the World Cup. Just not staying.
No.
So,
as you mentioned, Pepi's also being touted by Leipzig.
Yep.
And as U.S. men's national team First News reports, it's going to be the offers needs to be 35 to 50 million. I mean, I think it's a little high.
I don't think so. I think the reason he's not playing at all is they're seriously considering these deals.
That was my comment I made too. People like, oh, is he injured? He's not on the injury list, guys. So if he's not on game day 18, he's not on the injury list.
Well, some people are like, they're going to ease him into the season. No, he already played. Started and went 74 minutes in preseason. So he's ready to go.
Yeah, he's absolutely. They're looking at the offers with glee.
Yeah, so
$30 million. I mean, how much did they pay for him?
A lot less than that.
Like
13?
8 to 13 range.
I can't remember. Yeah,
I know they got him for a steal compared to what Augsburg paid for him, but still.
Yeah. Well, Augsburg will get a part of the sell on.
Fair enough.
Was part of it. So, by the way, tonight I am drinking. Let's see if I can get this up here. There it is, Brother Thelonious. And it is right here, made by North Coast Brewing Company, right here in the good old USA. Let me say, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to look for the alcohol by volume. Here it is, 9.4. And it drinking this supports jazz education. Okay, that's cool.
Interesting.
I don't know where North Coast is. Let's see if they give me Fort Bragg, California. Fort Bragg, California? Weird.
The home of jazz. You know.
Anyhow, let me taste it here. I've had it before. Yeah, it's distinctly potable. It's drinkable, very drinkable, very tasty. Kind of a thick, malty, chocolatey, yummy. Not a lot of fruit coming out of there, but very malty, very tasty. And at that alcohol by volume, I better drink and sip it slow. Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Yeah, no. Fort Bragg, North Carolina, I am familiar with as an Army brat, and that is the home of Special Forces. I was really surprised there was a Fort Bragg, California. That is news to me.
It's ironic.
Yeah. All right.
Not the Alanis Morissette type of irony.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? All right. What else we got?
It is like rain on your wedding day.
It's like rain on your wedding day. A free ride.
We've already paid. Yeah.
None of that is ironic, but okay. That's the irony of it, right?
It's got to be that whole song has to be. It's irony that she doesn't understand what irony is. Is that
It's
concept?
ironic that none of the things she's talking about are ironic. I guess, yeah. All right.
Okay, Derek. Ironic? Here comes the $100 million question.
All right.
Who you taking on for 20 minutes?
100 million. Which animal could you survive?
Tigre, a leon.
That's ridiculous.
Hippo or a grizzly?
I think the hippo, you could at least figure out a way to run in circles to get away from. But the other guys, they're gonna fuck you up, dude. They're gonna eat your guts. So no, I'm not doing any of the other three. The hippo, though, if you stand right in front of it and you don't move side to side, he will get you too.
So the hippo can run pretty quick despite its appearance.
That's why you got to run in circles. They can't turn.
You got to zig and zag, right?
They can't turn as fast as you.
You got to break those kneecaps.
You got to find a tree and keep the tree between you and the hippo.
He goes to turn his legs, go this way, but his 5,000-pound body goes that way. I mean, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take the hippo out of the equation, because I mean I feel like that's going to be everybody's pick. I understand that the hippo kills more people in Africa than any animal known to man.
Yep.
But if you had to take on one of these other beasts with the massive incisors, who are you taking on?
Yeah, I'm not taking on any of them. I'm not going for that 100 mil. No,
I'm not even taking on the hippo for 100 mil. Fuck that shit.
I'm not doing any of them.
20 minutes trying to outrun that fuck. I can't last 20 seconds, man. I'd be like,
yeah. Depends on the last time the three were fed. Yeah. Honestly.
So I mean, the lion and the tiger are pure carnivores.
Yeah.
And they will absolutely go for the killing blow immediately.
Yeah.
The grizzly, not an omnivore. He's an omnivore. He'll eat some berries and shit.
Yeah, I guess you could fake being dead.
No, but I mean, but the grizzly doesn't care in that sense. Like Joe Rogan talks about this. It's like, man, the grizzly will sit on you and eat you alive.
Yes.
He doesn't care.
Yep.
The other ones are like, oh, I got to kill you for substance. The grizzly's like, fucking hell, you sprayed some bear mace on me, you're dead. Nom. Yeah. You're screaming the entire time. Fuck that shit.
I'm really mostly I gave you this because I find these posts annoying. Because I just think, like, what idiot would do any of that, would risk anything for 100 mil to do that?
Well, that's like the question that's like, we'll stick the same number here. But would you take $100 million? And you can pick the animal, but one animal for the rest of your life will be chasing you, and if he touches you, you die. Now, of course, you have to take out of the equation the fact that a shark can't go on land.
Well,
you have to take that out of the equation. So he can get like the rollerblades or whatever. Maybe a tornado throws them at you. But you got to pick an animal. So at all times, there's always one animal that's always hunting you. Would you take it?
No.
So obviously, everybody's go-to is that there's a snail. You take the 100 million, and there's always a snail. And if that snail touches you, you're dead. So
yeah,
my thought process is, well, I'll go to another country. I'll calculate how fast the snail can travel to get to me. Then I'd fly to the other side of the world again. And it's not stop me traveling.
He's not going to make it.
No.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another dumb one. That's another dumb one. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's branch away from the animals. We had enough animal talk.
Yeah.
Derek, I know you've been on vacations before, right?
We might want to go to soccer soon, by the way.
We'll get to soccer. We'll move on. It's, a lot of people aren't going to think of it. We had like a 20 minutes music speech or conversation there. So throw that into the equation.
I know.
Here. Yep. Derek, I know you've been on vacations before. Have you ever gone parasailing?
Parasailing? Are you fucking kidding? No way.
Oh, okay. Well, then you've avoided getting sexually assaulted by the parasailer.
But if I was going parasailing, I would know that this guy's crotch was going to be right behind my butthole. And I would already understand that's part of the deal.
He was trying to fuck me in air, Derek.
He was not thrusting at all. He's not thrusting.
His hand is holding on his hip. Look at that. Look at that.
This is the problem with people these days. This ugly bit is trying to make some money because she's claiming some studly guy that runs this business tried to hump her. Hey, honey, he wasn't trying to hump you.
Well, okay? they're both moving like this. I mean,
you're not that attractive.
Yeah.
So, no, he wasn't trying to hump you in air. And we got the footage. So, you're going to lose big time. No way.
It'd be one thing if the footage was the dude reaching around going like this. Okay, sure, I'll believe you. But his one was holding onto the parasail. The other one was at his hip the entire time.
Yeah. So you think she's screaming up there? Quit pumping my butt. Quit touching my butt. Hey, lady, that's not. We're kind of connected here on this thing. This is part of the deal. Okay, it's part of the deal. I'm suing. Oh my God!
You could just like any British cock I've ever taken, is what she said.
Just look at her. She's such a British Karen already. Just look at that face. Oh my God! I'd hate to be around her. She just looks like a miserable person. So no, miserable, paranoid, thinks she's still hot person. You're not hot. You look like a miserable wench. Is what you look like. All right.
More footage. Yep, right there. You see it. He is thrusting inside her as we speak. God, what a horrific human being.
He just whipped it out right there. Inserted. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, sure, honey. Yeah, he tried to hump you on there. Right. And then safely brings her back down.
Meanwhile, in Britain, where she's not at right now, but she could be. Meanwhile, in Britain, and you know what? This could, you know, her filing a complaint right here could find her in jail.
Maybe
because you can't complain about anything.
He should countersue. He should countersue for sure, saying she was rubbing her butt up against his crotch the whole time on the flight. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So all the ridiculousness that, you know, in Britain that you can get arrested for, you know, talk, you know, what they would classify as hate speech, you know, what's hate speech changes on a daily basis in some of these places. It seems like, you know, you can't say mean things apparently. You know what else you can't do? If you are a school kid, you know, a grade school kid, you know, kindergarten through 12th grade and everything.
Yep.
Apparently, you can't go into McDonald's after 5 p.m.
in England,
or you get arrested.
She's dressed like a total schoolgirl. Oh my God.
Yeah. Schoolgirl was arrested at McDonald's due to a policy stating school kids are not allowed in after 5 p.m. McDonald's called the police, and now she was arrested.
She should have walked through the drive-thru.
Yeah.
And
she's like, hey, I'm trying to eat my McChicken. Leave me alone. Ma'am, stop it.
It's totally crazy what they're
There goes my pop.
What they are wasting their time on in England. It's unbelievable to me. But hey.
And I assume it's England. I'm looking at the cop car here. I assume it's England.
Yeah, I am too. Somewhere in Great Britain. They are wasting their time They're wasting their time arresting a 15-year-old. All right.
The UK is not a police state. Well, they're arresting grade school kids for going into McDonald's after 5 p.m.
I told you she should have gone through the drive-through. So.
Yeah, and she didn't realize. Maybe she was unaware of this rule.
Yeah. Anyhow, I don't know. You live there. You know better. But I'm just saying, this looks weird, like a waste of time, and that you need that many police to do it. But she is fighting.
She's like trying to knee him in the back of the knee. Get out of here, stop it.
Yeah, she probably should not fight it. Just go along and go, oh, okay, am I bad?
She's already going to get 7 months for going to a McDonald's after 5 p.m., so. She lost her shoe.
All right. 158 of you here now. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it with Grandma. We're not getting into the police state debate. No.
As Larry said, you got to ban the kids.
Yeah, ban them. Ban them.
She could be. Here's the truth of the matter. I mean, I'm going solely based off of what this tweet says. Who knows what was done? Maybe she drop kicked an employee in the face.
She could have lost her shit in there. We don't know.
But I mean, after I assault somebody at McDonald's, I take my McDonald's outside and I just sit there and wait. That's what I do. I don't know.
When the police come to me, I just listen and do what I'm told for the most part. All right.
Man. All right. Anyways. This is the most ridiculous thing in the world I've seen is a in real life Goomba from Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah, somebody sent us that. Yeah.
Oh my god,
that's pretty scary.
I mean,
that looks so AI.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Alex, but I think this is also Europe.
It is.
Has to be, right? Has to be Europe.
Oh my god! Wow, that's
Mom
quite
still
a character.
puts a bull over top of his head and cuts it, man.
It's quite a character. Looks like a cartoon character, actually. I wouldn't mess with him, but he looks like a cartoon character.
I mean, it looks like his hair is like a hat. It looks like it's just a hat.
I thought it was a hat. I thought he's wearing a beret. I really did. First time I saw this. Thought he was wearing a beret.
Bro, like a mushroom. Like I said, Goomba, man. I mean, he looks just like Goomba from Mario. Oh, you know what? Here we go. Goomba, Mario. All right.
It is a derogatory term for Italians.
That's fine. I'm not using this in that sense.
I know.
I mean, identical.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Identical.
Yeah. He's a cartoon character. He knows that. I think he knows that. All right.
My only hope is he did that for the laughs, and then later on he buzzed it all off.
I doubt it. I really doubt it, Brett. I doubt it somehow. All right.
As it turns out, we're going to get into it right now.
All right.
As it turns out, I broke Grok today.
Yeah, trying to make the
I asked Grok to make Pulisic into Sisyphus, carrying the U.S. men's national team on his back.
Yeah.
And I get this.
You broke it.
I broke it.
But isn't Grok down right now?
Maybe. I mean, it worked. It worked for me earlier. What's funny is it's stuck on here, but Twitter wants me, since I mentioned Grok, I'm assuming, to reach up to 100K more viewers by promoting this tweet.
Huh.
I'm sorry. No, why would I pay money for this tweet if there are any other tweets?
Well, Brett, I never know which one of mine. I really don't. And I had a bunch break like 100K in the last few weeks, and I don't even understand why. I'll be honest. I have no clue. So you just never know what people are interested in. You really don't.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I mean, all I said on Pete's or tax quote was, yes, she is.
Yeah.
And that garnered 130,000 views.
I'll create this amazing tweet. You know, humorous, thoughtful, and everything like that, and I'll get 600.
Yeah, and I just put 2 sentences worth of 5 words. Bang. 135. Okay.
All right. Let's see here.
I don't know.
Derek, I'm going to let you talk about this real quick. I need to be right back, okay?
All right. So Brett's kids are probably causing some sort of issue with the dog, as usual. Breaking. Spanish FA has approved Villarreal, Barcelona to be played in Miami at the Hard Rock Stadium. Only UEFA FIFA approval is needed before the game in December can take place in Miami. Pretty sure that's going to be assured. And there will be a game between two La Liga teams in Miami. A lot of people are like, oh my God, it's going to be horrible for American soccer. It's going to be horrible for MLS. It couldn't really get that much worse for MLS. Nobody's really watching that much Apple right now. But I think that, as Untouchable said, they better be more worried about the fact that Villarreal is losing a home game versus one of their biggest rivals, Barcelona. And the fans are going to be pissed. Or, as some have suggested, yeah, they'll be pissed, but they'll still fly over to watch the game. Maybe they will. I don't know. But, yeah, the Villarreal, as Alex Caven says, the Villarreal supporters are going to be pissed for obvious reasons. It's a home game they're losing that's going to turn into a home game for Barcelona. Let's be real frank, in Miami. So it is a money grab. And then David D says, such a money grab. Where's Lawless and Stu to cry about this? I don't think either will cry about it. They're all for the money part, like people making money and all that. It's kind of where we disagree. Like, I have some real standards about, I don't want to see Fulham play one of their home games in wherever in the United States end up being against Man City or Man United or Arsenal. It'll end up being not a home game. So I don't want to see that. Not for my club, and the Villarreal fans don't want to see it either. So anyhow, it is what it is. And I don't think it's really going to change much for MLS. It's not going to affect MLS at all. They're in the pits right now with their deal with Apple. It couldn't get much worse, and this isn't going to make it any worse, honestly. It might draw a few less eyes away from MLS, but I seriously doubt that. I really do. All right, that's that topic. Who gives a shit mostly? I don't really care unless my team's over here playing. I don't want Fulham over here playing one of their home games against Liverpool in New York City. I don't want to see that because then it's not a home game anymore, right?
Yeah.
And it's not going to be a home game for Villarreal. All right. Had some super.
No.
Yeah.
You'd be lucky to have a single Villarreal fan there.
Mm-hmm. Is Gio's career over?
Oh, fucking mean real
Armor
quick. Just to tell you the truth.
Bought a CM.
Hey, you know what? We'll come back to that. Let's finish up some topics here real quick, and then we got a whole thing on that. I don't want to do another Peppy here, so
okay.
I'll come back to that super chat in just a sec.
Okay.
I didn't mean to pull it up, but whatever.
All right.
I don't know if we talked about this, but Ben Fast posted the 4 tiers of promotion relegation with
Ben Fast. Ben Fast, first of all. He seems like a really well-intentioned, nice person. But this is an obsession of his with no contextual realm around it, right? It has no contextual skin. It's just him out in the great wide open in infinity, and people follow this guy like he's got something to say that hasn't been said 1,000 times before. Is Ben Fast just our good friend reinventing himself with a new name? You know who I'm talking about.
Teddy?
Ted. This is just Ted Westerfeld. No. And my response is no.
Ben's a person.
But Ted Westerfeld is much more nuanced and has the context and understands the world we're living in, the realm, and the what we're up against to get pro-rel to happen in this country. And we are going to get it. Apparently, we'll see with USL. But anyhow.
I think the we'll see is the key factor right there.
Yes.
Who knows if they're actually going to follow through with this?
Yes. I mean, they should. They got nothing to lose at this point, honestly, unless they want to watch all their teams get bought out one by one by one by one by one.
I don't necessarily think it's USL not wanting to do it. Maybe some USL not wanting to do it, but I think USL wants to. But the big problem is in order to hold that Division I status, I mean, you have to jump through all the hoops of U.S. Soccer. Will U.S. Soccer bend the rules or remove the rules?
And I
don't think it's even necessary at this point because MLS is so stable at this point. I mean, why would you even bother?
So the rules, and we've said this before here, will have to change in order for them to get USL.
100%.
Because they don't have the populations necessary in the requirements, and they don't have the stadium capacities.
Well, I mean, they're picking up a new New York team. They're picking up a new Dallas team. I think they can do that, but I mean, it's all the other requirements. You have to have the 18,000 seat stadium.
Yep.
The owner has to be,
almost a billionaire,
whatever it is. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, and yes, I understand. 70% of the teams within Division I have to be within a cityscape of 1 million population.
Yep.
But I mean, that right there screws up the concept of promotion relegation because you basically just say, "Fuck you, smaller cities,
yes,
or towns,
yes,
you stand no chance of going up to Division I
ever."
So,
sorry, whatever city. You're just too small. Omaha or whomever. It's just too small.
I would use Tulsa, but I don't even know if Tulsa is a million or not.
Yeah. I mean, they might be big enough. It depends on if they let them count everything within like 100 miles outside of the city center, they might be able to get away with it, but they would still have to change the rules.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to in order for USL Division I. Just call it the Premiership. USL Premier.
Okay. It's Division I, USL Division I, apparently.
That's got to change. If you're going to use the whole...
I've only ever heard the Premiership is what I've heard.
Before this, that's all I heard too. And by the way, Canada's using Premier League. There are a bunch of people. Scotland uses Premier... bunch of countries use Premier League. Just go ahead and use it.
I'm sorry. What's wrong with just saying USL Division I, USL Division II, USL Division III, etc.? Why do you have to go like the Premiership, Championship, Division I, Division II, Division III?
No, I get it, but if you're going to do all the others, you might as well just go with the whole thing.
Well, I'm just saying, why even bother? Why copy and paste?
I don't know. I do think people watching USL Premier League will go, "Oh, so this is like the top league in soccer? I'll watch that." I just do think
fair.
Yeah.
Play out
marketing wise.
I get it.
Yeah, marketing wise. Yeah.
I don't know. It just to me it seems dumb. It seems dumb doing Division I and League One, but I mean, why even bother with the whole? I mean, the championship is something they went into, and then obviously they're looking to do the new Premier or the first division, which is the Premiership, with the promotion relegation in tow. But
if
I don't know. It's just dumb.
If you're already committed to all the other ones to copy the English system, just do the whole thing. That's all I'm saying. Stay consistent. But if you're going to go with Division I, as Brett said, you might as well go with Division I, Division 2, Division 3, Division 4.
The USL best, USL better, USL good.
Good.
What are we? USL mediocre, USL worse, USL worst.
Worser.
Worser. Yeah.
That's not a word, but oh well.
It's a USL Super Great Best League. Although leagues are redundant because you have USL already.
I mean, you could call it the National Soccer League. All right. But I mean, listen, just go with what you had before. Don't switch it up now. Just go with Premier League.
Let's really confuse them, and let's go with MSL, Major Soccer League.
That would be really confusing for my dad, for sure.
Wait, I thought we were watching Major League Soccer. No, we're watching Major Soccer League right now.
Yeah, well, my dad still thinks MLS is Major Soccer League. He hasn't figured it out yet.
I always love it as Major League Soccer, like MLS soccer.
Doesn't so and so play in Major Soccer League? No, Dad, it's Major League Soccer, like baseball, Major League Baseball.
I never understood when people started getting upset when people would put like the MLS. Like, it's not the MLS; it's just MLS. I'm like, well, maybe it's the Major League Soccer.
Like the Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
yeah. It's like that pageant girl, like the Iraq and the Iran, and so we should really, be able to supply them with our goods so we can provide them with the democracy and the things that democracy brings, like the Iraq would like to have. Oh my God, that's got to be the most classic. Oh God, that was horrible.
Shut the fuck up. Oh.
Yeah, get off the stage. You lose. You're out. All right, they should have a buzzer. You're out.
We've lost 10 brain cells just listening to you. Go away.
Your speech is over. You're out. Or a bong. Dong. Remember the Gong Show?
Yeah.
Big bong. You're out. Get out. Your 5 sentences were.
They need to pull the from like MXC where they have like the punching gloves that come out of the wall, and she just needs to stand in front of it and talk, and then
boom.
Somebody push the button, and giant glove comes out and punches her off the stage.
You're out, bitch. All right.
Alex wants to know how many teams in each league. Well.
Oh, we already talked about that. We don't have that info in front of us. We did a whole thing with our guests.
You've got to have 12 in the league just to have a Division I league.
Right, but we broke it all down with our guest. We did a whole show on it. So how many teams are going to be in each league and how many they need and all that.
Which guest do we have talk about?
The writer from Memphis.
God damn it.
My brain's broken all of a sudden. Now I'm gonna look it up.
You look it up because I don't want to show everybody my my DMs.
Yeah, I'm just
who knows what's inside those.
Lawrence Dockery. God,
there it is.
What is wrong with us? All right. Anyhow, you can't expect us at our age to remember all this stuff. Anyhow, Lawrence, we had on the show. Go check that out. We talked about the USL breakdown and whether or not it's really going to happen. So there you go. Derek is a bad peer. No, Derek just has a bad memory, period. And it's weird because we talk to Lawrence all the time, so it's kind of weird not to remember that he was on the show. All right,
Derek, have your birdies told you anything about this?
Let me read it first. Source tells me the USMNT Dutch team has 2 unannounced matches coming up this fall versus South American opposition. When pressed, they said it's not Argentina, but big opponents who you hope we're playing. I have not had any birdies yet on this.
So I mean, we had the there was the rumor that came out that USA was going to be playing Argentina over in like Saudi Arabia or Qatar or something like that. That got squashed by somebody in U.S. Soccer, basically saying we're not playing them in Qatar, and they're like, "Wait, so are we playing Argentina?"
So here's the thing, Brett. If it's not Argentina, then it's not Brazil. Who's left? Colombia?
Bmar says Ecuador has already been announced.
Ecuador is already been announced, correct. So the other one must be Colombia or one of the top 5 teams, I would guess.
Did I miss Ecuador's announcement? I just don't recall.
Yeah, it was.
Let's see. Yep, there it is, Ecuador. And then we so October's window is Ecuador and Australia.
Okay. Yeah. So what's this guy talking about? What's Star Spangled talking about here? I thought we already knew who the October
the fall versus South American opposition. We have Ecuador. So does that also mean, like, say in a November window, we're picking up somebody else?
That November's not fall.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
100% it is.
It's the beginning of winter.
No, the winter solstice is in December.
All right. Well, I guess technically you're right. But I don't. In Indiana, I think of November as winter, not fall. Sorry, I'm just do. It's cold as fuck sometimes in November. It's cold as fuck at the end of October sometimes. So there it is. All right, I'm not going to argue about it.
You don't have to because everyone's agreeing. Yes, it is, Derek. LOL. It is. It's
Shut up,
fall,
everybody
Derek.
else.
December 21st is the start of winter.
So you're telling me that we're going to get that specific. We're calling November fall. And so, yes, okay, fine. There's going to be 2
Dude,
other
you might
days.
still get some 50-degree days in November. You don't know.
No, we have had some mild winters, beginning fall winters.
Yeah.
We've
had some cold November. Don't get me wrong. Yes.
We had some
November
cold.
can be cold. November can be cold.
Very cold. So,
but it's it's late fall. It's late fall.
Yeah, I've never, since I've lived in Indiana, I've never really thought of November as still fall. I'll be honest with you. Fall, for me, ends at the end of October because that's when you go out to like Nashville and see the trees and all that stuff. And then November suddenly becomes quite cold.
I got fucking trees in my backyard. I got to rake all that shit and blow all that shit out to the street or mulch it myself. I don't need to go to Nashville to see changing of colors of leaves.
Well, I don't have to rake the ones in Nashville. I just go and see them.
Sure, that's true. I'm just saying that at home, I've got that shit to deal with. So why would I want to go somewhere else?
And by the way, we mean Nashville, Indiana. All right. But
yes.
my mind doesn't agree with calling November. My mind doesn't. Fall.
Derek, let this register in your mind. December 20th is in winter.
And I think that needs to be fixed, Larry. I think it needs to be fixed. December's too goddamn cold to be called fall. It's my personal opinion.
You might have a blizzard going on. Oh, this fall weather's brutal, man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've had blizzards in December. You're like, this ain't fall. It's not supposed to snow in fall. That's why my brain is where it's at. All right, anyhow.
I love the tangents this show takes. Seriously.
But technically, you're right. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. And by the way,
I live in technicality.
I relent it to you almost immediately. All right. I didn't argue with you. You said it, and I'm like, well, technically, you're right. But
yeah,
this doesn't feel like fall to me. I'm sorry.
No,
it doesn't. Yeah.
Nope. I hear you.
Remember that one year where it snowed in October on Halloween?
Sure. Yes, I know. I've got kids.
Do you feel like that was fall to you?
Dude, man, the last couple Halloweens have been like rainy and cold.
Yes.
And it's just like the week prior it was like 70 degrees, and like all of a sudden Halloween comes around, you're dressing up in your outfits and whatnot. We buy our kids all these outfits wearing, and all of a sudden they have to wear like sweatshirts or jackets over top of it. It's like, what's the fucking point?
But then again, we've had this had to be like 5 years ago. We had late December. It was in the 70s.
Yeah, I do remember that, yes.
Yeah, that was crazy. All right. Always snows in Chicago for Halloween, which is why it's not, well, I guess technically, it doesn't feel like fall, does it?
It's like mid-fall, man. It's like mid-fall.
I know, but it doesn't feel like it when it's snowing. That's all I'm saying. I guess a lot of people would say, then move south, you idiots. All right.
Larry wants to play a friendly in Epstein Island. We get that going?
A friendly on Epstein Island. No, I'm not going there. I don't fly. And I'm not taking a boat there either.
Derek, think of the children, okay?
I am thinking of the children.
They get to finally watch some quality sporting event.
I don't think that island is big enough for a soccer field. All right.
It's fair.
Yep. It's too hilly. It's from the photos I've seen. Because I haven't been there. Okay.
Is that why Trump's not releasing it? They don't want to release the fact that your name's on the list, Derek?
It's not personal experience. I've seen photos of the island. I haven't been there. Was never on his plane. All right. That was tact, not me. All right.
There's lore starting up right there.
Yeah, well, he already made that joke. So
fair enough. It's fair game then.
Yes. All right. Maximiliano Bretos, our friend, says, for those concerned that I called Sun Heung-min Sunny during the MLS season pass broadcast, I asked him what he preferred to be called, and Sunny was his answer. Now, did you ask him what he was preferred to be called on air or in person? I don't know. We'll never know that, but either way, it didn't bother me a lick.
I tell you though, but it made me second guess myself. Like, dude, I could have swore his name was Sun.
It is Sun.
And I had to go and look it up. I'm like, oh no, it is. Why do you call him Sunny? Is that just like how you pronounce it? And then I guess whatever.
That was his nickname on Tottenham's team. That's what all
fair.
the players called him, and he's just sort of embraced it and said, "Yeah, just call me Sonny." But did he say, "Call me Sonny" in person and on the broadcast?
Ironically,
I don't know.
There's got to be some irony behind being called Sonny and playing for a team in England, right?
Yeah, there's not a lot of sun. I get you, but
that's not an Alanis Morissette song, by the way.
It's not ironic either. So yeah, I mean, I think it's fine either way. I'm not gonna lose any. I watched the game and it didn't ruin my night at all. So call him Sonny if you want to call him Sonny. I don't really care. Either way,
I don't give two shits. It just it made me second guess myself.
It is amazing how many people did give a shit.
Weird.
And we're all over his ass for that. So I don't care. Max, you call him whatever you want.
Yeah. Yep. Fair enough.
That's
all the MLS talk. Let's move on to U.S. men's national team abroad talk. Not necessarily Yanks abroad, but just some U.S. men's national team abroad.
We'll get to Yanks abroad, though.
Exactly.
All right. For the 191 of you here, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma.
Yep. So
Okay.
Tabitha Ramos said, "I love this guy."
Community Shield. He loves otaku? No.
Yeah, I think he does. Oh, he added Chris Richards to say, "Hey, this guy who's posting your picture and everything, I love him. I love otaku." Chris Richards, you really need to pay attention. Otaku.
Taco's the man. Yeah, no, he was saying he loves Chris Richards. That's great. I watched the game. First goal, he did get kind of burned on, but they won. So, hey, you're going to get burned by a team as good as Liverpool on occasion. And if you're playing center back, yeah, on occasion, you're going to get burned. It's just part of the process.
In your opinion, does the Community Shield look better than, say, the MLS Cup?
Yes.
I think that looks so much cooler.
Well, they've had a lot longer time to figure out the trophy than we
That's
have.
fair. Is that basically England's logo, the 3 lines on there?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's either that or 3 shrimp. It looks like shrimp.
Yes, England known for their shrimping business.
Their shrimping business is big. All right.
No, but I mean that just looks cooler. It looks so much cooler than doing that.
Yeah, but congrats to him though, right? I mean, this is pretty impressive. Yeah.
Speaking of love for players, Derek, I had a fan of the show ask if it's time to start breaking out the lube for Kevin.
Oh, training at Man City.
PT wants to know if it's time to break out the lube.
All right. The last couple days, he's been excellent. He made our lives a misery on the training pitch in a good way. Can you remind me, Brett, what team he is playing for at Man City right now?
Oh, sorry.
It would be the U19s. And yes, while he is only 15, and while this is impressive, and I watched the clips. I think he's still 15. I watched the clips, and yes, they were really good. But let's not break out the loop yet. I think we need to wait a couple more years and see what happens. I think breaking out the loop now is too premature. It's
also legal in 49 states, so come on, guys.
Yeah, it could lead to premature jocularity. So we don't want that. We don't need premature joculation or anything like that. So I'd keep the loop sealed on Kevin Sullivan and just hold your horses. Yes, let's applaud him when he does well, but don't break out the loop. All right. Derek.
Before we jump on the game here.
Okay.
There were in the video clip of all the highlights of the trainings and the games and stuff like that. There were a lot of good moves.
There's good stuff. Yeah.
He's playing against other young players that, mind you, older than him. So it's
16,
promising.
17. Yes.
But
18.
Again, let's reel it back, boys and girls. Maybe a girl, maybe the stepsisters in the chat.
Can we
Let's
be really
reel it back a little bit, guys?
Can we be really honest about the U19 team for Man City? Most of them are his age. Most of them are his age. You don't have fair. Man City doesn't hold on to 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds if they aren't good enough for the first. Oh, they're like so poor that they're not. They know they're not going to be good. Those players are loaned out at 18 and 19. So most of the players he's playing with are 17, 16, and 15 years old. So it's not like there's this massive age gap. Okay, so just keep that in mind. He's not playing. He's like a 15-year-old, and all the other players are 19. No, that's not what is going on at all. At all. It's 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, mostly. So just so you know. Okay, on the U19 team. Gabe, how are you? I would just, before we move on to your question, I just want to let you know, if you plan on making a scramble, a scam marriage, you probably shouldn't post it on social media.
You should also specify that in order to improve your odds of being able to go back to Europe, that you are interested in a sham gay marriage or something like that.
Something like that. Or hey, there are people you can contact to get email lists for women in Ireland, Scotland, and specific parts of those countries, Wales and England, and even Germany, and they will, for a price, give you all those emails. They're all not going to be good looking, but it doesn't sound like that's your issue. Like, you don't need a good looking scam chick. You just want any chick who can bring you over and out of the United States. I don't even know when you came back to the United States. I had always thought you were still in the Leeds area, so let us know when that happened. But you do say here, Derek, don't you know good defenders never get burned? Twitter and YouTube clips have ruined how dim-witted fans perceive players. Yeah, listen, thank you. Yeah, people get burned. That's how it is. If you're a center back, you're going to get burned over a season. So it's just the nature of the game. Listen, I swing multiple ways. And I have a VPN. They'll never catch me. Okay. When you swing multiple ways, you're talking about like England, United States. Doesn't matter. You swing whatever way you want, buddy. I approve.
He says keep all doors open, right, Brett? Yep, exactly.
Is that a metaphor? Keep all your doors open?
You interpreted and you reached. So I sent a text message to Derek about today's show. And I said, "Hey, can you get this up in the show up and running? Because I was taking my son to practice, and I thought Wi-Fi was going to be available, and I couldn't do it there." He's like, "Yep, done." And I go, "Roger," and he goes, "What about Roger?" And I go, 10 was 10-4 up your alley, buddy. And then he went into this whole thing about how he wouldn't accept 4 dudes up his alley.
No,
and I go, dude, alley's not an innuendo for your butt. Come on.
You said 10-4 or larger.
No, I did not say or larger.
Oh, look it up. Hold on.
Derek, you're an idiot. I said 10-4 more up your alley.
Yeah, or more.
No, not or more. I said 10-4 more up your alley.
I read an or in there that wasn't there. That's the problem. So I'm
you better call HR back and correct this shit. I ain't getting fired for this.
I'm like, I'll take the 4. 10 sounds too large if I'm forced to do this. I'll take a 4-incher, not a 10-incher. By the way, I'm calling HR. All right. So anyhow, yeah, we have some funny conversations. All right. You guys might not find it funny, but I don't know. It was funny. All right. Training at Manchester City might have unlocked something in Calvin Sullivan. We love you guys at Ultras, but again, let's just make sure we're not putting the cart before the horse. Let's just, yes, it's looked good, but let's not get too excited yet. That's all I'm saying.
Well, here's the thing too. He's going over and he's playing whatever the U19s or whatever it is. The
yes.
squad. But he's doing the same thing in MLS Next Pro. He's still going out there doing good stuff. It looks good, great, whatever.
Right.
My point being, in the sense is you see MLS academies going abroad, and they're playing academies from top European sides as well, and they're holding their own or winning some.
Yes, they are.
Occasionally losing to a Finnish side somehow. I'm not sure how you beat, Juventus, but then you lose to some random team in Finland. Whatever.
Yeah,
but
it's weird.
My point being is that he's playing against a bunch of U19 guys in City. And how many of those guys, Derek, are going to ever crack City?
Probably about 1%. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, not saying that they're not good players, not saying that they won't have a fruitful professional career, just saying
most
it's not like he's playing the cream of the crop of the world.
No, most of these guys that he's playing against are going to end up at Scunthorpe or Southend United or teams like that. Mm-hmm. So that's where they're going to, maybe QPR if they're really good. Most of these players he's playing against aren't going to be Man City quality going forward, unless Man City takes a dive and they get actually prosecuted for the cheating they've done and they get relegated to Division 2. Then yes, maybe so. They have to rely on their youth teams then. But no, they don't rely on their youth squads. They don't have that many players from their youth system that end up on Man City. Man City goes out and gets their players from other teams that are already developed and ready to go play for Man City. All right. On occasion, they will develop a really good player, and then they'll sell him to Chelsea. His name's Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, right?
Well, in 10-11 said he's Cole Palmer. There's Sancho, Micah Richards.
Sancho, seriously?
But I mean, the argument being that they'll produce players.
Micah Richards is ages ago. That doesn't count anymore.
Not arguing that they won't produce players, but more often than not, the players that Kevin's playing right now will be championship, and not saying anything bad about that, or below.
Yeah.
Yes. Am I wrong? I may be wrong. Who knows? I don't necessarily follow who all floods through Man City's academy.
Well, people just named a bunch of them. Micah Richards is my age, practically, and so that doesn't count. And the others, I mean, Cole Palmer's a really great player. I can't believe Man City got rid of him, but that shows you how hard, even if you're Cole Palmer, one of the best youth products they've ever produced, you still get sent off and sent away out of Man City. So the idea that Kevin Sullivan is going to end up playing for Man City is still an extreme long shot. And it's not only an extreme long shot for him, it's an extreme long shot for everybody in the youth program there. Like I said, they're going to end up playing for other teams, just not Man City. And sometimes you'll get a Cole Palmer and he'll end up playing, or a Sancho, and he'll end up playing at Dortmund really good, but then he comes back to Premier League and he stinks it up and causes issues. Or you get a Cole Palmer who's a really fantastic player. But that's not the norm, people. It's not normal. That is not normally what happens out of their youth program. All right. We're seeing a 15-year-old, says Nate, influencing games against 19-year-olds. They are not all 19-year-olds who are training in the Man City Academy who will end up playing professional football in Europe. He's 4 years younger. There's the diff. It's not the diff. I just explained. All the players on that team are not 19-year-olds. Most of them are not 19-year-olds. Most of them are not 18-year-olds. Most of them are 15, 16, and 17 years old. If you're already 18 and 19, you're getting loaned out typically by Man City and other clubs. All right? If you're good enough to, you're getting loaned out. So go look at the lineup. If I'm wrong about that, I'd be shocked. I looked at it last year. Their U19 team had just a couple of 19-year-olds on it and a handful of 18-year-olds. It was not full of 18 and 19-year-olds at their U19 team. It was full of mostly 15, 16, 17-year-olds and maybe, like I said, a handful of 18 and 19-year-olds. So,
he goes on to saying he's very comparable to Matisse Albert, only Matisse is there year-round, so he could bump up to U23s. I think Derek and I have gone on record by not necessarily comparing the two as far as like who's further ahead in their career. We said that Matisse is in a better situation because he's at a club that generally plays younger players on the first squad.
Used to.
And, yeah, that's why I said generally.
Used to, yeah.
Yeah. And he's in a better situation, whereas Kevin's playing with Philadelphia Union Reserve, next pro team.
Next pro,
generally speaking. Occasionally a first teamer's minute here or there. And he's getting not trial, I won't say that, training moments with Man City's academy or youth squads.
And this is good.
And that's not to say that Kevin is behind Matisse. Just as far as talent and skill and all that, I don't know. I've only seen them ever play young players. I have no comparison as far as saying who's better, who's going to have a more successful career.
Outside of a handful of games, like Matisse has played with you, the two team, like once, and then we saw Kevin Sullivan play a handful, 2 games total so far?
I think our overall decision, or the way we address both these players are, guys, they're 16.
15 and 16. Yep.
Let's calm down.
Yeah.
Let's calm down. Let's reel it back. Let's not branch off who's the next great hope. And we're going to get to Matisse here before too long, but let's reel it back, guys.
All great hopes lead to tears. So don't overinvest in players until they've done something. Like we knew about Pulisic at Dortmund. I did for certain. We didn't have a show when that was going on, but I knew about it and I was posting it up, what he was doing with the youth teams. And I didn't say, okay, I think we got a player in our hands until he had played at least 10 games for Dortmund and then was a starter for some games. Then I said, okay, we got a player. That's how long I waited on Pulisic. That's how long we're going to have to wait. Because even if we go back to the Aston Villa kid, who now plays in MLS. Indiana Vasilev got a handful of games for Aston Villa in cup games. And a lot of people already say, he's the guy. He's anointed. No. You got to wait longer than that. Just because somebody...
Fred's got moments at Fiorentina.
Yes.
Fafa got moments at Cagliari.
Yes. And the list goes on. We could go on all night, actually, about all these players who were potential youth superstars. They actually got a handful of minutes. Hell, even Matt Miazga got minutes at Chelsea. And he wasn't young, but still, it's nothing to get too excited about until you got to wait till they're established. If they can establish themselves as a starter or a generally off the bench guy who plays every game, you got something to work with there. Until then, don't whip out the loop. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. We've all done it at some point. I did it with Gideon Zalalem. Don't do it. Now, that was injuries, but even that can happen. You can be really into this player and really invested into this player, and then he's broken, or he doesn't turn out, or he doesn't have the mental capacity to handle the pressure. And then you're just like, bummer, man, bummer. And then your favorite player that you've been touting for a year or 2 years or 3 years is a nobody playing in the USL. Okay. Nathan Scott Walter, there another podcast called Straight Red Card. What a bunch of posters. There's another podcast called
there is a
they're not a podcast.
Red Card show out there. I don't know if they're a podcast or what they were, but I thought they fizzled out a couple years back.
Yeah, I don't think they're live, Nathan. I think they're gone. So
we ran them out of town. We're the Straight Red Card, bitches.
I don't even know
Straight Red Card.
I don't even know what they cover. I don't even think it's soccer. The weird thing. I don't even think it's soccer. All right, Larry again for $2. Larry can up Kevin. Larry's
not a big fan of Kevin.
You're going to sexually assault Kevin? Is that what you're going to do? That's illegal right now, Larry.
And he's still a minor in England, so come on, man.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Larry.
Only by like a few months, so bide your time, I guess.
Come on, Larry.
Where was it?
What's wrong with you, Larry?
Here's a big one as far as the injury was concerned. Everybody was super fucking high up on him. And rightfully so. He was very flashy, very promising at the youth levels. And all of a sudden, just injury after injury. And he had no more knees.
Rankin was another one. Yep.
Yeah, all players that you looked at like, yes,
Wow.
we're gonna be up there. We're gonna be competing for the big boys,
And what's the other one? Starts with a G from Real Salt Lake.
Gil.
Lewis Gill was totally pumped up to be the next thing. Never happened. So, but a lot of people talking about him in big soccer at the time, like, oh, Lewis Gill, Arsenal, they want him to come in. They're ready to sign him.
Yeah, they were going to, and he turned it down for Real Salt Lake instead. Which, by all means, you make your decisions, and that's fine.
Yep.
I have no problem with it. I mean, same thing with Morris at that point. He had options at it was Bremen, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He had options at Bremen early, but he chose to stay stateside.
Yep.
Which, fine, I guess, whatever. You know your mental state better than anybody. If you don't feel comfortable about going abroad at this point, don't do it. But the problem was that Luis Gil was like, I'm gonna be under exaggerating, whatever. He's like 5'2", playing in MLS.
5'5", yeah.
I know, I'm exaggerating.
Small guy, yeah.
Playing in MLS, you've got to. I mean, unless you're the atomic ant, man, you gotta stand head over shoulders skill wise.
I think he ended up being like 5'7". So
whatever.
In the end,
same potato.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Yeah. So yeah, that's I guess the big takeaway from this is don't loop up.
Yeah, just play guys. Now, if Matisse jumps onto the U23s and he's still balling, you can start getting your hopes up. Oh, there's a lot of possibilities here.
Here's the problem: the Dortmund 2 team now plays in Bundesliga 4, or no, regional Liga.
Okay, fair enough.
Fourth division. They dropped down. So.
But unlike his MLS counterparts, who will at least be playing grown men.
True, he will be, but they also have another job. They're a bartender at night, soccer player by day. Yeah,
still living out their dreams. And that's the problem with USL 2 at this point, right? I mean, they're semi-pro teams. They're whatever. A real estate agent, sort of like Matt Perkins was in the early stages of his MLS career, playing for DC United, and he was a real estate agent when he was Alpha Practice, man. Oh my God!
So
what a change of times.
This is so crazy. So the guy who was on the bench for me when I played at Fort Knox, we went to the state finals. His name is John DeRosas, and he joined the military, and he got stationed in Germany. And eventually he got married there, had a wife, retired, and not retired from the army, got another
Jermaine Jones, right?
Got another job.
Oh.
And so in the 90s, he played for 4th and 5th division German team. I can't remember who they were, but I remember him emailing me about it. I'm playing for this team or this team in the 4th division at German. And I'm thinking, he's playing in the 4th division of German soccer? I was way better than this guy. Way better than him. So I can only think now back and go, maybe I should have made the jump of the pond. But I'm glad I didn't, because I had a lot more fun doing what I did than playing in the 4th division of German soccer, right? I'm pretty sure you could have played in the 4th division of German soccer, and so could have I.
I think when I was coming out of high school, and obviously didn't choose to play college because I decided to go to a bigger school. I went to IU, and never would have got scouted by IU. It would have been uphill battle at that point.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I'm sitting there watching early 2000s MLS, going, I could have done this.
You know what? Not
as long as in my prime, of course.
Every player on some of those IU teams back in the 90s could have played in 4th division German soccer.
Sure.
And 5th, at least.
Oh,
yeah,
guaranteed.
Absolutely guarantee it. Yeah. So
I mean, shit. You're talking what? By the time you get to the 4th division, you're talking 80, close to 70, 80 teams deep.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Of course. If you played the game, I mean, at that point, you could compete at the point.
You're talking about villages at that point, mostly, and villages that. Yeah, they're talking about semi-pro soccer, where you got a job at night as a bartender and you play soccer on the side. Yeah, at the 4th and 5th division, that's what you're looking at in Germany. At least that's what you used to be looking at. I cannot believe it has changed that much.
You had a kid out of Wisconsin high school, travel over to England, jump onto a 9th division English side, and end up playing in the Premier League before too long.
Yeah. And I think I think back on my team, Chad McGowan, who was the state leading scorer in goals in Kentucky in 1987, could have easily gotten a plane and tried out for a 3rd or 2nd Bundesliga team and maybe made the team. He was that good. He was that good, honestly. So could have David Ward. There are a couple players on that state semifinal team. And all the guys on the Ballard team, or most of them that we lost to in the final, probably could have played 4th division, 3rd division, but none of the German teams were over scouting Americans at the time. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, no, not at that point.
No. You had to go
late
take
80s, early 90s, no chance.
Yeah, you had to have know somebody, have a coach who knows somebody in Germany. That's what you needed, and we didn't have that. So they would make the phone call and say, "Hey, try the scout guy out in the summer. He'll work out." And that's what did happen to some other guys, by the way, who eventually did go over there and play. Like, Reyna had some connections through his college team from some of his foreign coaches that he knew, and that got the phone call over to Germany and Wolfsburg, and that's why he ended up playing in Germany.
That's how all the early 90s guys got their move over.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's talking about too. They're just it's who you knew
to
get you a foot in the door. And at that point it's all up to you.
Because there were no scouting by teams in Europe and the United States at that point in the 80s and the 90s. None.
No.
Well, speaking German certainly would help. And that would have given me a step up for sure. Although my German's crap. It's garbage right now. I tried to speak German to my aunt on the phone a couple weeks ago, and I was just like garbage. Like my sentences were all fucked up. And I forgot a bunch of words.
Got to speak German too. Pretty sure that's league rule, or at least learn it.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I was there for like 6 months, my German would totally get back to where it was. But I'm so out of practice. My mom and I don't speak German together. We don't. Unless we're joking around. Then we're playing cards or something, we'll speak some German. But it's usually
no table talk.
It's kind of like, phrases like
Isn't there playing euchre?
Not euchre. We play rummy. Germans still play euchre.
I've got the ensuits. Good.
No, we say things like a dog from every village is a famous saying in German. Like you got a hand that's totally crap. It's a dog from every village. They're unmatchable. They don't match. So we'll say things like that.
I was gonna try to squeeze in the phrase not a mouse's fart or a mouse fart's chance or whatever. Like he doesn't have a mouse fart's chance or whatever. I'd have to look back up here, but I tried to squeeze it into a tweet today and it didn't work out. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna force it.
You don't want to force a mouse.
I mean, even Google said this is not a well-known phrase.
I love that Google's helping you out on that. Yeah, don't use that, Brett. Nobody knows what that means. All right, what else we got?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Snowball's chance in hell is a good one. Untouchables. Yeah,
that's one that everybody knows.
Yeah. They don't say that.
Transfer news, get money on transfer news, get no get on transfer news, everyone loves that transfer news, whatever.
All right, so this feels like Gaga isn't going to go out on loan. It's going to ride Pine as Chelsea's third string. Cool. Yeah, maybe there weren't enough takers willing to pay what they wanted to. It's kind of sad if that's the case. But let's be really real about his last two loans. They weren't good. So they were the first one, second one, not good. So there's
oof the echo. What's the hell?
I don't understand.
Was the transfer news playing with an echo?
It was a little bit of an echo in my ear.
No shit.
Yeah, and
I know I cut you off in mid-sentence there, but it sounds fine to me.
And it was last time too, by the way. And then when you rewatch the show, when that comes.
Transfer news. Who's getting motored?
I do it.
Yes, it's
Still
very
echoey.
Yes.
You know what? I bet you it's how I'm sharing the audio. Although
Probably.
I'm kind of unless my microphone's muted though when I do it, because unless my microphone's picking up the audio from my headset, that's weird.
I don't get it. Yeah, it just was a new thing that started happening.
We're gonna try something on the fly, guys.
Okay.
We're gonna pull you up. All right, listen for now.
Transfer news. Who's getting motored on transfer news?
Yeah, that's clean.
Okay, well then it's how I'm sharing audio on it. So for those who don't know, and I don't expect 99.9% of you people to know, when sharing on StreamYards, you have a choice between sharing a Chrome tab, a window, or the entire screen. Now, the problem with sharing Chrome tabs is that whenever I'm sharing audio, I've got to stop sharing and then re-share the next screen. But if I do the entire screen, I can share audio and then just go from tab to tab to tab and not care. So,
okay.
Weird. Okay. Just in case it's on Final Jeopardy later, okay, guys?
Larry, by the way, says Derek versus Larry to prove who is a real German.
Is that real German?
I have to say, Larry, you're probably going to end up being more German than me because I am way more Celtic than I ever thought I was on my dad's side. So,
and Neanderthal.
Yeah, that too. And Australopithecus, the giant
that sounds
hairy,
like a dinosaur.
It was kind of Sasquatch, right? All right.
Fair enough.
All right. So this feels like Gaga. Yeah. Oh, you already read that. Yeah, he's gonna ride Pine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
This is why you don't go to big. This is why you don't go to big teams like this, guys.
I mean, there's still time left to get him a loan to Scunthorpe or someone else. But yeah, not a lot of time. And
this is the problem I've got with MLS and how they rate their players is that you're basically saying you've got to go to one of the big boy teams in Europe. Otherwise, you're going to be writing your 3+2 contract out. And so, obviously, unless Augsburg drops 20 million on you, of course, that's different. But I mean, in no chance in hell did Gaga really think that he was going to be competing at Chelsea when he went there.
I don't know about that.
If he did think
he
that,
might have.
He's got something wrong with his noggin.
Hey, everybody gets a Woody when Chelsea calls and says, "Hey,
sure." I mean, do you take me? He got his, he's got his near $500,000 to $750,000 for the transfer.
So this is reminiscent of one time I got a call from a major record label, right? And guess what happens in your head after that phone goes down? These dreams are made for you and I. Like you start thinking, ooh.
It's like you start falling into the Real Big Fish Sell Out song.
Maybe I am really good. Maybe I am really big. Maybe I am worth it. Oh, I am.
No more flipping burgers for me.
Oh, I wouldn't flipping burgers at the time. I already had a full-time job. But, I thought, oh, they're interested. Hey, you know what? There's a good reason they're interested. Because I'm great. That's why. That's what gets in your head. Coaching gets approached by Chelsea, and his agent's probably like, okay, calm down. Calm down. All right. Or the agent is egging him on. You are that great. You're going to be a great player. We don't know. But
did you say coaching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Random bring coaching into the equation.
Sorry.
Idea,
we're talking about Gaga. All right. Not coaching.
There was talks that coaching was going to start for Barcelona this weekend. Did he start? No? I don't know how many people were sold by that one.
I don't know who starts these rumors.
It went all around Twitter. And they're like, oh, look over here, guys.
Dude, okay. I just laughed at it the first time I saw it. I just like, are you smoking crack? Pete, come on, Pete. Don't buy into those rumors, dude. Don't do it. Don't torture yourself. All right. All right. So, Gaga's fucked. All right, next.
Yep. Apparently, Bucio is one step away to extend his contract with Venezia until 2029.
What did I say on this show? When everybody was saying, "Oh, he needs to get out of there. He's got to leave. He's gonna find a new team." And what did I say on the show? he's not going to find a new team, and he's going to stay right where he is. Right where he is.
I mean, there are worse places to play than at Venezia. I mean, you're just chilling in Italy.
Oh, it's a great city.
And, I mean, come on, you're just like, making 2.2 million or whatever. I'm sure he's not making that much, but whatever. I mean, Weston McKennie's hard pressed to try to get Juve to pay more than 2.5 million.
So, but yet there were all these people posting that, oh yeah, Busio's going to leave. Busio needs to leave. Got to leave. Why? What did he do the last season in Serie A that convinced you? Was he the best player of Venezia? Well, he should have been based on a salary at Venezia. He should have been the best player on Venezia. Was he? No, he was not. Did you watch the games? He wasn't that great. He was okay. He wasn't bad. He just was kind of For most of the season, he was I'm sorry. That's all I got.
Doug Douglas says, if you pay him more, he'll eat more. Got to starve McKennie.
McKennie's not that fat.
I can't get my fettuccine Alfredo. I'm so poor.
McKennie is not. If you looked at him recently, he's not as big as he was before. But,
he's looking rather fit for barely playing an off season.
Again, another thing where we're disagreeing with Pete here. But I mean, I just watched him play a friendly against Dortmund. He didn't look that fat to me. Not like he was before fat. When he was fat for sure. This looking like, okay, he's heading in the right direction is what I'm saying. That's all.
I'm just saying he's looking pretty fit for McKennie.
For sure. His face is thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
By the way, him and Cole Palmer. Almost. All right.
We wish.
Yeah. Yeah, they swapped jerseys after their game.
Yeah, good for them meeting up. First time they probably ever met. And, yeah, kind of cool. They actually went up for a couple of headers in a duel during the game versus each other.
I'm taking McKennie on that front.
Isn't it crazy? Cole Campbell getting a lot of playing time in preseason here now that and he's off the shit list, and Reyna's still rotting in the dungeons.
He's not out there bashing German food.
Yeah, but Reyna's still rotting in the dungeons there at Dortmund. Lost his number to.
Well, let's be frank. He has no. BVB Newsblock can actually flat out come out and say it right now. He's got no future with Dortmund. That's 100% guaranteed. Yeah, he's going to lose his number because what's the fucking point of keeping him at, what was it? It was a 7? Yeah,
7.
What's the point of allowing him to keep the number 7 when he has 0.00? I'm going to give him 1 there as a possibility after several injuries.
If he's going to stay at Dortmund, he will play less than ever. Let's just put it that way. He might as well go back to being number whatever it was, 77, because that's about how much playing time he's going to get. Not
while
little.
We're talking about it here. Apparently, was it Sorensen? Farmers picking up Sorensen.
Bad news. Very bad news. Yeah, it's not good news at all. And I can tell you, there are no other suitors right now. None. 0 suitors. No one sniffing, ogling Gio Reyna.
Well, Dortmund's not shaking their $10 million request.
It's 12.
Why would anybody come knocking?
It's 12. It's even worse than 10. So, yeah, nobody's going to make even the effort because what's the point? Dortmund are being absolutely stubborn about this. And maybe that will loosen up in the last week of the transfer window. But if they lose
their only interested squad, I mean, you're practically shooting yourself in your foot at that point.
Well, they've been shooting themselves in the foot, and they just shot Reyna in the foot in along the way doing it. So that's
so Brett mentions that apparently rumors around Italy are split. That some are saying that Parma are still going to be going after Gio after this purchase, and then others are saying that Parma's moved on.
Well, Parma are going to certainly let Dortmund know they've moved on until there's like 4 days left in the window. And then we talked about this last show. We've seen this so many times. We've seen teams go back and say, so, yeah, you know, you were wanting 12 million.
That works perfect timing.
And, you know, we offered 6 and you told us to go fuck ourselves. So, yeah, we're back now. How's 6 sounding now? How's 6 sounding now? Now that no one's offered anything close to what we offered. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. So,
Julian Vivas for $1.99 says, it's Gio's career over. Parma bought a CM, which he had sent this a while ago, but I didn't want to pull it up until we started talking about this. But then he reminded me that he sent that because I completely spaced it.
I mean, it's not.
He sent the super chat almost an hour ago.
Really? It's not good news. Sorry about that, Julian. It's not good news for Reyna. It's not the end all be all. They could still want. They've lost some players, Parma.
Well,
and they could see him not as a center midfielder, but an attacking second striker or a CAM or even a winger, for all we know. We don't know what Parma's thinking here. So they might still have him. But again, I think the plan from Parma is we made a good faith offer. You told us to go screw ourselves. And so we're just going to wait for like 3-4 days left in the transfer window. And by the way, by then we might have already found the other guy we want. So then we'll tell you to go off completely.
Yeah, so, no point. Raphael here on Twitter says Parma are expected to make another attempt to sign Giovanni Reyna. Parma's last offer was €8 million. Dortmund are asking for €10 million. Small enough a gap that Parma could close in on a deal if they really want to.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting into the nitty gritty. I said 12.
Well,
and somebody else said they offered 9. So we're talking about like slight details, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the actual fact that
to the point is, it's what are you hearing? Where are you hearing it from? Somebody might say 12, but it could be 12 million Americans.
True.
Over 10 million euro.
Yeah.
So I mean, potato at that point.
Mm-hmm. Right. So this is just a standoff at this point. Obviously, Dortmund's already turned down the offer from Stuttgart for Cole Campbell, and the evidence that they're not going to sell Cole Campbell is he's playing. He's in the lineup. He's on the roster. He has a number, and he's playing in the preseason. Not the case for Reyna. He's been told to go off to the fuck off room. Okay? And that's where he's hanging out in the fuck off room.
We're not going to negotiate on the one offer we have for you.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it just strikes me strange that that Dortmund would ever say, "Yeah, we're just going to eat the 10 million instead of accepting an 8 million bid."
Yeah,
stupid.
It's stubbornness beyond stubbornness at this point, and I know a lot of people are very frustrated with Dortmund, and we are too. But I don't know what you do at this point. And if you're Reyna, I mean, you got to be squirming. Your agent, your third agent in 3 years, got to be squirming. And your value went down today on transfer market to 7 mil. Again, when it dropped again today. So not good.
6 months of training, then he can start negotiating for the free transfers.
Yeah, and
he's going to lose out on the World Cup in the end, like we said. But then again, if he made the move even to Parma, is Poach going to be knocking down his door immediately?
Let's say you go to Parma. Is there any guarantee you're going to slide right into a starting role and have a good season? Nope. Absolutely not.
8 to 10 million. I imagine he might.
Mm.
Oh man! Oh no! I take it back. Probably won't immediately start because the entire preseason's fucking over at this point.
Yes.
So yeah, he will start on the bench at least for the first couple weeks.
Yeah. So, and there's no guarantee that the old Reyna is going to come back. We don't know where that old Reyna went. By the way, for the 250 you hear now, make sure you like, subscribe, share with your grandma and your stepsister. Yeah, we don't know. that even if he goes to Parma, that he's going to have this amazing season and make the 2026 team, which goes along with our theme for the night, which is it's not looking great for him. And if one of what once was our best players back in 21, okay, in 22, a player worth over $40 million or euros is now worth 7, a player who hasn't sprinted at high speed for I don't know how long. It seems like a really long time, honestly. And you can't make any excuses for that. I mean, you go play a pickup game, you're going to sprint at least once at full speed. So that's getting kind of weird at this point, that those stats are looking like, the more I look at them, the more I'm like, that is weird. It is weird. He hasn't sprinted a single time for like ages.
I'm looking at until he moves to a new club or anything like that. I'm looking at the last season at Dortmund being 1 foot out the door. He's a morose motherfucker, man.
But he started. Right?
I'm not saying he didn't start. He started some games. I agree.
He did.
I'm just saying that he was. I'm just saying he was checked out of Dortmund.
Well, that's stupidity. If he checked out of Dortmund, he's a stupid asshole.
I mean, going over his history, when has he not let his emotions get the better of him at times?
Yeah.
I like Gio, and I think when he gets to a new club, I'm hoping that he has a resurgence. And if he doesn't have a resurgence at that point, then yes, you can start sitting there saying like, all right, he's not the same player, he's not this or whatever. But I'm just looking at him looking like just super emo, super depressed at Dortmund. I got to start. That's great. You know,
that would be a horrible attitude to have, and I hate to think that was the case. But if this does not work out and Gio never becomes what he was at one point the highest ceiling player, most skilled, most highest soccer IQ player we have ever absolutely had at the age of 16, 17, 8. If this kid ends up being a complete bust, it would be astronomical. It would be crazy, Brett. It would be crazy, but it's possible.
I know Larry's brought it up a bajillion times over last year and some change, but you brought up the whole sprinting speed and all that stuff. We had under Hudson and BJ, we had arguably just as good, if not the best Gio we've had in the national team.
True.
He hasn't suffered any injury setbacks since then. Maybe he was out for like half a season.
He was. Yep.
But it's not like it's all of a sudden you went from that Gio to Garbo because of
he's not Garbo. No.
I know that's the point. Is that he, as long as he goes to the next club and he, puts his nose to the grindstone and busts his ass, he's gonna be fine.
He's gonna be fine, but I don't know if it's gonna be soon enough for the 2026 World Cup.
That's fair.
Kind of the theme of the show.
We talked about even if he went to MLS and balled out, I don't think that's gonna make a difference.
I don't think that's gonna make a difference either. And the fact that you're coming back to a league you're not familiar with and never played in, it's going to take some time to adjust to that too. And then even if he goes to Italy, it's going to take him some time to adjust to that as well, right? It's not like overnight Gio puts on his Parma boots and all of a sudden he's one of the best players on the team. It's going to need some time to evolve into the team. So I don't know. It's depressing, but this team has a lot of depressing shit going on across the board. Actually.
Well, but here I guess this is the difference between what you're saying and what I'm saying is in the sense that I'm not looking at this year and I'm not looking at 2026 for him. I've already checked out of the possibility of him being part of Poach's squad.
Mm-hmm.
I've already checked out of that. I don't think it's going to happen. What I'm looking as more long term with this move, if he goes to Parma, and how he rebounds his career. So I don't know.
So you're saying 5 years from now instead of 1.
World Cup status, yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's what I've been saying for a while, mostly based on what Poach has said about him. Poach said, this kid, the way he plays doesn't fit into my system. That's a pretty harsh thing to say, and he said it. Julian Vivas for $4.99. Edgar Moreno said the rust for the World Cup next year will have many MLS players. What do you guys think? Orlando doesn't want to sell Freeman. All right, we'll start with the first one. It is possible you will have 4 to 5 MLS players on that team. It is possible.
Potentially 2 goalkeepers alone.
Yes. It's very possible.
He's pretty hard on Berhalter. Who knows by 2026.
When you say hard, you mean rock hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Ajiman's already made the move. Arvston is likely the running candidate for backup to Jedi at this point. So, you would imagine he's going to be included because Columbus isn't going to sell him right now unless somebody decides to offer more than $3 million for him.
Well, he's worth more than $3 million. I'm sorry. If Tolkien's worth 6 to 8, he's worth 6 to 8. As a winger, not as a left back, as a winger, because he shouldn't be playing defense, or a left wing back at worst, which he can handle with 3 in the back. But playing straight up as a back 4 left back, he's done. Arson could not do that. So, but could he go?
By the way, Tolkien did not go for 6 to 8, by the way.
Okay, what was it?
He went for 2.5.
Plus what? There were other things involved. Like it's another +4 for something else.
I'm going solely off of what's on transfer market.
Well, there was a +4 involved, which meant like 6.5, I believe, in the end. I can go back and look at my numbers, but that's the number I got. So if Tolkien's worth 6.5 when the deal is done, I think 2.5 was a salary and 4 was the transfer or something like that. And if that's the case, then Arson's
the initial fee was reported at $3 million. The Red Bulls retained sell-on percentages.
I still think it's more than that.
I'm just saying what Google and Transfer Market are saying.
Yeah. I think it ended up being 6.5. All total funds, and that he was a record signing for Holstein Kiel. Like, and all monies put together. So I could be wrong, but that's how I remember it. Reading it in the Bundesliga and the German media press. And that was euros? I believe it was euros. Not dollars.
Everything I'm seeing is $3 million.
Okay. Nevertheless, that's pretty cheap, and I believe there was something else going on there.
The Red Bulls will receive, let's see here, multiple sources recognize Red Bulls 2.5 plus 20% sell-on clause.
Okay. I'll go back and look at where I got my info, and we'll report back on that. But we'll see. I do think that Arson's worth more than $3 million. At least in Columbus's point of view, he is.
Sure. I'll agree that from Columbus's point of view, yeah.
Yeah. For Columbus, they're thinking 6 minimum. 3? No, that ain't going to get it done. And I don't know who's going to be willing to pay 6, but that's what I hear they want, and I don't think they're going to get it. So, as for Orlando and Freeman,
even George Bello only pulled in $2 million on his transfer.
Well, that's not shocking.
I'm saying. If you go based off of the numbers I'm pulling up on Google and Transfer Market, it's $2 million for Bello, $3 million or whatever for Tolkien, and then $3 million for Arston. Is he better than Tolkien?
If they're not the same player, that's what I'm saying. If you sell Arson as a left winger or a left wing back at worst, he's going to provide you a lot more than Tolkien can as a left back. If you're buying him as a left back, yeah, he's a $2 million player as a left back. You should not be buying Arson as a left back. No,
I'm saying how the team who's buying Arfson uses him is negligent in the sense that Columbus could classify him as a goalkeeper and still require more than $3 million for him.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter at that point. They just say, "Hey, he's worth more than $3 million."
They play him as a left wing back, so they're looking at him going, "Look at all these goals. Look at all these assists. This guy's, putting up the numbers here for us. So no, we're not selling for $3 million. You want him? You're gonna have to. He's worth to us. He's worth $6 million. And if you play him as a left back, you're an idiot. By the way, you're an absolute idiot. Don't play him as a left back. Whoever buys him, don't do that. Play him as a left wing back where he's got 3 in the back coverage, or just play him as an outright winger, and he'll score goals for you. He's got a good right foot too. A good right foot.
Yeah, no, not taking anything away from him in the attack by any means.
Right, but he ain't Pulisic. He's not Pulisic. Okay.
Well, I was talking to my nephew about this too, because he had brought him up when we were talking about the U.S. men's national team, and I'm like, hey, yeah, we're talking about like a backup to like Pulisic. Sure, I can see it. As far as a left back is concerned for the U.S. men's national team come World Cup,
no.
But I mean, that question that begs the question as far as in who's the backup to Jedi. And I don't think Jedi needs a backup barring injury. But
right. Well, somebody else pointed out, hey, you can learn to play better defense. Yeah, you can. Like, that's teachable because it's mostly positioning. It's not about technical skills. It's about IQ and positioning. So you can teach a defender or a left wing back to become a left back. But you got to put in some time and risk to do it. Because then you got to play him as a left back and watch him fail for a while and then make him better. So, I mean, whoever's buying him needs to play 3 in the back.
Do you remember Jedi? Do you remember Jedi's first 5 or so games to the U.S. men's national team?
Yeah.
Absolute shambles in the defense.
Yep. So, Dest as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what everyone's talking about too. Yeah. I think they already brought that up.
Yeah, you can get better, but let's not fool ourselves. Arson is no Jedi, and he is no Dest. And I don't see a time where he reaches the heights of either of those players.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not better than Pulisic, and I don't even know if he's better or even comparable to Haji Wright as a left winger if you play Haji out there. So, yeah, time will tell. Time will tell, though. Time will tell.
Grant the opportunity for Haji to play either left wing or striker at that point. But.
Yes, you could. Absolutely. All right. Eldon Hasek, a regular here, $2. Thank you, Eldon. Even a late move means no preseason at new club.
It's a reference to Gio, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's why I walked that back, because I initially said, I could see him for 8 to 10 million. Yeah, he could. And they're like, well, no.
Never
mind. He's literally going to be walking in as the season's starting. So
Yep.
Yeah, he's absolutely
going to be real late at this point. Yep. Real late. I mean, they could already have played a game already before the time he's there. Going to be really interesting to see which young center backs break through and reach the U.S. men's national team. Winder.
Well, it's just a preface. I don't think this is in reference to 2026, but moving forward.
Well, even so, I'm kind of like, okay, maybe. Banks, I have a little more faith in, but still not 100%, obviously. Akinboni, same kind of feelings of, maybe. Bresser played all his youth with the Netherlands. Maybe, but Miser, another big maybe. Pierre?
Keek
Pierre?
No,
really?
They can't be talking about Keek. Is there another one out there?
He's got to be talking about Keek Pierre.
I don't know.
Surely
not.
Keek Pierre's an injury machine. Tell me when he plays an absolute full season without getting injured, and I'll get back to you. James and Cups. Yeah, all of these, I mean, are they really all on solid trajectories? I don't think so.
I'm biased towards Cubs because I've watched him and he's played for Chicago, but he's a 16-year-old that earned a starting role for Chicago before he got injured with the U16s or U17s.
All right.
He's a promising time. I wouldn't sit there and say, like, He'll be a guaranteed starter by 2030. I'm saying I like what I'm seeing from him.
I wouldn't bulk them all into really solid trajectories. That ending statement. I couldn't do that. I would say Banks seems to be, based on preseason and last season, coming out of the youth squad and getting on the full team, that seems like a really solid trajectory to me. So
jumping back to Cups real quick, I'll just say this is very much just projecting into the future. But as a 16-year-old, he has been one of our best center backs.
No, I'm not denying that.
Very promising. Will it amount to anything? I don't know. He could just be just as any other center back that plays in MLS.
When he moves to Augsburg,
there you go. You can make an argument, right?
Starts playing for their team, maybe I'll start talking about him. But for me, out of this whole group, Banks.
No, 100%. I think Banks is probably the biggest one with solid trajectory. Yeah.
And then I watched 2 of his preseason games.
I mean, Augsburg.
He was really good.
Coach is practically waxing his dolphin to him right now.
Yeah, but I mean, Mokai Banks has been really good in those 2 preseason games I was able to watch, playing right center back. I think he did a really good job. So maybe there is a world where he could make the 2026 team if Poach is paying attention. We'll see.
Yeah. The Pierre is Caden Pierre. He plays for Sporting. 22-year-old center back, but also I guess right back is what I read. I thought.
Can we look him up real quick on Transfer Market?
Oh, sure. I mean, I just had him loaded up a second ago.
Is he playing?
He's got 24 match. Actually, is he playing the Belgian First Division now? Where's he at? Oh, let me just pull up his Transfer Market. Fuck it.
Caden Pierre. Surely he wasn't talking about Keith Pierre.
He plays for Genk or Genk's second team. Here, let me just pull it up here, right here.
Oh yeah. Okay, all right. Way too soon. Genk's second team. Yes, I know who we're talking about now.
22-year-old.
Okay, glad you think he's got a great trajectory. I don't know how you can judge that so far. Like, and how old is he?
22.
Oh, no, his trajectory's shit. It's absolute shit. How do you say this player at the age of 22 playing for Genk 2 has a great trajectory? He's 22. He's got hair on his nutsack. He's a man. He's a grown man who's not even a backup at Genk. A mediocre league. Not a top 5 league. I'm sorry. If that's who we're talking about, I'm sorry. I'm not that excited. I got no lube for this one. None. I'm hopeful. I wish him the best. I hope he becomes a great player. He's 22 fucking years old. 22.
You know, here's the other thing. Just looking at Genk squad, here's their center back age-wise. 21, 25, 19, 17, 21.
Yeah.
So he's behind the 8 ball. He's behind the 8 ball at this point.
And you're 22, and you can't even make the big boy team. Don't tell me that's a really solid trajectory. Like, if you're in a world where you're wishing, listen, I've got nothing against Bradley. He's a really good guy. I like his posts. He's well-meaning. But, you know, don't blow smoke up my ass and then tell me it's, you know, something that it's not. That's all I'm saying. Like, got to go out. And as soon as you put his face up there, you told me he was playing for Genk, I knew exactly who you were talking about. No, that is not a solid trajectory for that player. And no, help is not necessarily on the way. Your best person for that.
I'll say one thing.
Banks.
I'll say one thing here, Derek. He moved from Sporting last year. So he was part of Sporting's 2024 team, and he moved over to Genk in 24-25. He played 24 games for their two team. We don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening this season.
Is he on the big boy team?
I mean, as far as everything on transfer market shows, he's still in the second
Correct.
team. He hasn't played a minute for the big boy team because I don't
think
big
has he been on the roster for the big boy team so far in the friendlies this season?
I don't know.
And he's about to turn 23 in about 7 months, I think.
Let's see, Gang, FC, whatever. Well, hell, Yanks already started their season.
Correct. And he's not been on the roster as far as I know at all.
He's not on the game day roster now.
Correct. So, no, he is not on a really solid trajectory. No offense, Bradley. I'm just telling you, when you put...
Demar says, "Hey, Bradley, fuck you," says Derek, 125.
I'm just saying, you can't put out posts, love guys that are in totally different situations, some good, some bad, and say it's all good. It's not. It is not good. It is not a good thing.
Oh, man.
The best guy we got going right now is No Kai Banks, and it really does look like, based on the friendly so far, for Augsburg, going into full season, he has a real shot at starting. None of those other guys do. All right, enough of that. Grayson DeToni made his first start for Bayern 2 since his return from Zurich. That was fast. Bajung Darbo scored off the bench in Bayern 2's 5-0 win. They start the regional Liga. Bayern 3-0. Again, Bayern's 2 team stuck in the regional Liga. They got to get out of there.
You know, well, you said Bayern 2's teams in the regional?
Yes.
Ouch.
Yes. It's not good.
By the way, when you say Grayson's last name, you got to add the emphasis. DeToni.
Grayson DeToni. He's an Italian American, and the other guy is Finnish / something else American.
Gambia.
That's too small
He's
for me
Gambian?
to see. Is that Gambia?
Yes,
Probably.
Gambia. In Finland.
That's
Finnish.
a quite diverse opportunity for Bajum. He'll probably end up playing for Zambia or Finland, would be my guess. He's not the first American to play for the 2 team, all right, in Germany and go absolutely nowhere. There's a ton of them. An absolute ton.
Yeah, the Booth brothers.
Yes. Others. I'm not going to list them out because my brain's fried.
Che.
Yeah.
Booth brothers, Che. Richards did, but he's playing in Premier League now. So
so that worked out. That's one of them. Julian Green. How'd that work out?
Yeah.
How about Greuther Furthing it the rest of your life?
He had a chance at, what was it, Hanover? Or was it Hamburg? Was it Hamburg?
No, he played, I think, at Stuttgart.
Oh, was it Stuttgart? Okay.
On his loan. That's when the manager said, when I play Julian Green, I might as well be playing with 10 players
people.
instead of 11. Yes. That was the harshest comment.
That's what you want to hear your coach saying at that point, right? Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh. But
hey, Caramba.
Yep.
All right, we already saw the Weston, Cole Campbell. Let's jump back to Dortmund for a brief second. Talk about a player we kind of touched base when we talked about Kevin Sullivan. Okay. Let's talk about Mathis Albert.
All right.
Did something like 3 goals, like 2 assists in 2 games, or something like that for the U19s.
Yeah.
Lines?
Again, let's keep in mind when people say the U19s, they imagine Mathis Albert playing against a bunch of 19-year-olds. Not true. Not true. Most of the players around him are 16, 17 years old. They're not. If you're still at Dortmund and you are 18 and 19 years old and you haven't made it at least onto the bench at Dortmund, you're probably going to be loaned out. That's how it works.
Or just released.
Or released.
Or released.
Yeah. So while this is very nice, our hope is that Matisse Albert can move into Bundesliga 2, team Dortmund 2, which plays also in the regional Liga. So you're playing 4th division teams. Not sure how telling that's going to be. Was really hoping he wouldn't start at the U19s at the beginning of this season and would just already be promoted to the 2 team, but guess not. So we are where we are. Derek is just jealous. He wishes he could play with a group of 19-year-olds. No, I do not. I would probably have a heart attack or a stroke within the first half hour. All right. So don't want to play soccer with youngsters. I can't play anymore. My legs are broken. Not literally, but they don't work like they used to.
Yeah, I'm sitting there talking to my brother going, you know what? I'm gonna get back into shape and then get back into playing a bit here. But my approach now is, I've got like 1.5 knee. Is not necessarily moving a lot, but just doing a lot of distributing. Let the young kids do the running. Hey, I'll set you up like a motherfucker, man. But it's all on you. Oh, defense, I'll put my leg out there, but I don't know about that.
I'm not sprinting anytime soon. That is not. I don't think I've sprinted for at least 10 years. 10 years. I have not sprinted. So
I can sit there. I can sit out there and play. 12 versus 4. Coaches versus U8s, U10s all day long. It's slaughter them, destroy them, even with the half knee.
Oh, if I could do that, it'd have to be indoor soccer.
BMR says, so you're Gio Reyna, Brett. Yeah, pretty much.
But
pretty much.
Kind of, yeah.
So here's Matisse talking about American players moving to European clubs.
Yeah, I'm not going to read that. I mean, he just says that Pulisic can do it, we can do it. The American talent pool we're just jizzing all over the place, and generation feel like it's going to be really great. Okay, great, good. Hey, listen, I'm all for positive thinking. You want to be positive? Go ahead. Matisse is telling you, be positive. Pulisic did it. He showed us how to do it. We're going to do it. Cole's amazing. When I watch Cole Campbell play, jizz flies across the room. All right, fine. Great. But, hey, I'm not going to break out the lube just because you got this super positive paragraph. Not doing it. Not doing it. I'll believe it when I see it. That's what I'm saying.
So Derek starts off by saying, I'm not reading this shit, and goes on to basically reading the shit.
I read about half of it. Yes.
You basically said the entire thing.
All right, I read 2/3 of it.
At least 2/3 of it, yeah.
Yes.
And the amount of time it took you to say everything else, you could have just read the whole thing.
Nah, not really.
All right, Derek.
I
want you to read this. I want you to read this one from Matisse Albert talking about the age group.
Oh,
his age
God.
group.
All right. We have such talented team and so many players.
Already got a fucking German accent. Damn, he's only been there like less than a year. Holy shit.
Used to playing in the MLS or other big matches. Used to play in MLS or other big matches. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, you mean MLS next, bro? All right. We have guys training with some of the best players out there. We haven't really played together much, but hopefully it will happen soon, because when we do, we have a talented team. We want to be successful, and I think we will. It's really cool seeing all my teammates do well, and when we do get to come together, we'll win a lot of stuff together, I'm sure. Oh, God, I can't believe you made me read that. Positive junk. Listen, I'm all for him being positive, but I don't want to read that crap because it ain't true. I'll believe it when I see it. Otherwise, I don't want to read stuff like this. I'm glad he's positive. He's young, of course. He needs to be positive, etc., etc., etc. But this ain't, he's living in a Disneyland. That's not reality, okay? So, yeah, he can hope all he wants.
The ever pessimist.
I'm just saying, Brett, we've been...
he said positive stuff. It burns the skin. Ow.
Brett, between you and I, we've been watching this game since the 80s. I started there. Have things really got... When we've read these kind of things over the last 20 years, 30 years, outside of 2002 and some other good performances at World Cups, have things really got so demonstrably better that we're absolutely sure we're going to get out our group at the World Cup if we got some unfortunate draw? Like, it's possible for us to get an unfortunate draw at the World Cup and get grouped.
Possible.
Even though there are some third place teams that'll get out, right? So we'd have to really be a stinker. But are we really at this point thinking, okay, we get out of the group, or are we getting past the first round of the knockout stage? Are we really 100%? Do we believe that right now? I don't.
Derek, as Greg Berhalter once mentioned, once you get out of the group stage, anything's possible.
Yeah, like a 6-0 loss to Holland. Absolutely anything's possible. So, listen, I seriously do not have much confidence right now in the state of where U.S. soccer is. Let me break this down. Our goalkeepers suck. We got an 80-year-old playing center back next to a really good center back. If Dest and Robinson stay healthy, that's like the core of our back four. Yes, that's a massive good thing. Midfield, Cardoso hasn't figured out how to play for the U.S. men's national team. Moose is just not progressed at all. McKennie, is he going to have a good season or not? Hard to say. Adams, can he stay healthy? If so, okay. Is that the core player we need right now? Can he do anything but support a back four? Not sure. Out wide, Pulisic has some sort of issue with Poach, right? And then outright, you got Weah. Well, let's see what he does with Marseille. Let's see if he gets to play offense this season. And then up front, you got Balogun, who's had an injured shoulder, is coming back, probably lost his starting role on the team. We'll see how that works out. And then you've got Pepi. Well, that shit's all up in the air. If he goes to Leipzig or somewhere else, okay, good luck there. Is he a starter? No doubt. I don't know. Going to be highly questionable if he's a starter. Okay? Really highly questionable. And then Poach hates Sargent, so doesn't matter what Sargent does this season, how many goals he scores. I don't know if he'll ever be called up again. Reyna's in a total fuck forest. So that's a big screw. That's screwed. He's screwed right now. Absolutely where he is now, he is screwed. And then we got an influx of the Berhalters. I don't mind Berhalter. He's fine. He's fine. Is he Gio Reyna at his best? Hell no. He's nowhere near. And then you got other players from MLS like Arsene who might make the team as well as two other goalkeepers. So you got a 4 to 5 plus a center back, maybe Miles Robinson. We don't know. Could be Walker Zimmerman. All I can tell you is we are in a mess right now, an absolute disaster mess. So this is even under Greg, nothing ever looked this chaotic, this incongruent, this disorganized, this muddled going into the future. It never looked like this, ever. So we're in a mess. We're in a hurt. I think that sums up the theme of the show.
I think by 2026, I think by the World Cup, I think we're going to basically have an entire squad of our normal A players with a couple of MLS players. And I think we may get grouped. We might get grouped. I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to get out of the group stage. I don't think it's going to improve from the previous years by any means. But I'm not Chicken Little screaming that the sky is falling by any means. So, I don't know. How much more
you remember going into that World Cup, even though Donovan was dropped, which we thought was a really stupid thing by
Sure.
Klinsmann, we still knew we had solid ass team.
Dude, we went into the 2022 World Cup getting spanked by Japan. Who's the other team? Was it Saudi Arabia or something like that?
The warm-ups.
Still shit against them. We went into the World Cup with England, Iran, and Wales.
Yep.
And we did fine.
I thought we'd still get out. I really did think we'd still get out of the group. And I thought that back when Klinsmann took us to the World Cup in the group of death. I thought we had a chance to get out. I knew it was going to take a real performance. And then we got those performances from Jermaine Jones and other players. But I knew we had a solid group of guys, right? I don't know what we got right now. I really don't know what the fuck we got. It's kind of scary. So
let me pull it up here. Hold on 1 second. Colin posted the group think projected roster, and that's basically what most likely will happen.
Like you can call it group think. Is group think, or is it just people trying to predict what Poach is going to do?
Well, that's the point, right?
In the
basically
end,
post exactly what everybody's going to predict that he's going to, and quite frankly, most people will pull up and do.
I'm sorry if all your Revs players aren't on there, but nobody believes those players are going to make the team. No one. Absolutely zero, nobody.
Okay. So here's the first group that he posts. Pulisic, Weah, Pepi, Tillman up top.
Can you make that bigger?
Yeah, 1 sec. Hold on.
It's really small.
New tab. Open a new tab.
That's what she said.
I don't think Turner's ever going to be in anybody's projected lineup, quite frankly. Despite the fact that he had like an 8.5 for New England in his first match back or whatever it was.
It was all right. I watched it.
Dest, Robinson, Ream, Richards. I think that's guaranteed the back four.
Yeah.
Adams, McKennie is a double. I think that's pretty much guaranteed unless Cardoso just shines in some upcoming windows.
Does it really? Yeah, he's going to have to shine for us, not for Atletico.
Not for Atletico, yes.
Yep.
You got Weah, Pulisic, and Tillman.
Yep.
And then you got Pepi. Yeah, I think this is more or less, unless you say Balogun instead of Pepi. I mean, this is more or less most people's projected lineup.
Okay, keep scroll. Okay, so of this, the players that could have rough seasons going forward. Pepi, depending. Tillman. That's not a given that he's going to have a great time. He's had no preseason with Bayer Leverkusen either because of injuries. That's up in the air. I mean, he'll play, obviously. Will he play well? It's a step up, man. It's a big step up. We'll see. McKennie, I don't know what's going on at Juventus with him. We'll see. I don't know. They've been changing their lineup so much in the friendly season. Obviously, that happens, but I don't know where he's rated right now with the current manager. I guess we'll find out. Ream's going to be like 68 during the World Cup. And then let's just hope Dest and Robinson are healthy. God help us if either of them go down this season before 2026 with an injury. By the way, Landon Donovan, message to you. Robinson, after his surgery, still not able to play in preseason for Fulham and will not be ready for the beginning of the season.
This one? Yeah.
So, hey, dickhead. Putting him in the basket with Pulisic and Musa. Really uncool, dude.
No,
really uncool.
No, to Donovan's point, though, he should have gotten the surgery done during the winter break.
What?
That way he recovers throughout the season and then plays in Gold Cup because he's prioritizing his Fulham season over the national team, basically.
Well, Brett, you say that, you know how idiotic that is, right?
I know. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Well, you can play devil's advocate, but you're still that argument is
it's
dumb.
It's a dumb argument.
Shit.
I agree.
Yeah, it's absolutely dumb as shit.
I'm just saying, I'm really just poking fun at his argument here.
Absolutely.
When do you expect him to go through the surgery?
He was healthy enough to actually play with the injury.
Winter break, yeah.
So
they got a couple weeks off, don't they?
Yeah, but it's not long enough. He would have missed probably 5 weeks of the season.
Easily. He got the surgery done back in early June.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting here in August, and he's like, "Up, no chance he's going to be fit to start or play."
Yeah, absolutely not ready for Fulham. My team.
Yeah. Or start. Fit to start. Let me rephrase that.
So, hey, Landon, actually do some like basic fucking research on a player's surgery and their injury and how long it takes. Because it really doesn't matter when he would have done the surgery. He's still out 4 months, period. Maybe 5. Okay? So get a grip. And don't lump him in with Musa and Pulisic, all right? Don't do it, dude. Oh, by the way, he doesn't even mention Musa because he doesn't know he exists. So it's just Pulisic and Deadeye.
Yusuf Musa guy? That Yusuf Musa character?
That Yusuf Musa. That was actually Jesse Marsh. Yeah.
I know, I'm just poking fun at former players who are things. So since I wasn't able to combat any of the question marks as far as these players and how rough seasons they might have, Pepi, regardless of where he plays, whether it was Augsburg or PSV, always showed up for the U.S. men's national team.
Doesn't matter, coach. Doesn't matter. Reyna always showed up for the U.S. men's national team.
No. My point being is that Pepi and well, I guess I really don't know what Poch is going to do. He might opt to just have Algemar. Regardless, if Pepi's included, included in the in the World Cup squad, he'll show up for the U.S. men's national team when he gets to play. Pulisic, more often than not, will show up for the U.S. men's national team to play. Timmy Weah will do the same.
Adjuman is injured, as you well know.
Yes, through October.
Because he tried to lift himself off the ground. And so he got a hernia. So we don't know when he'll be back because those things are kind of like iffy. Could be 2 months, could be 4, could be 6, depending on how bad the hernia was. And if he's lifting himself off the floor after he's fallen down, and I'm not kidding, he has a hernia, people. This is real. It's
not joking.
Yeah,
it's mid-October. They said that's when he's expected to return.
Yep. And they wouldn't have signed him with a hernia, so he must have picked up the hernia as soon as he got there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing either lifting himself off the playing field or his bags moving to England. I don't know when he got it, but he's got it. I don't know. Listen, Brett. Adjuman could make this team. I mean, he honestly could. He could. Yeah.
We'll see. Sargent has 1 goal up on him already, so hooray.
It was an accidental goal, but yes.
No, it wasn't. Well, he put himself in the right position, and that's a Josh Sargent staple right there. Jumping in front of the goal.
He's done it a couple times.
He's done it a couple times, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, he didn't blow out his ankle when doing it, but but yeah, no, of this squad, I mean, yeah, I'm jumping around here. We don't know what McKennie we get. We know who Ream is and his faults and his strengths.
Slow.
The bigger question there is obviously we don't have a backup to him. So at this point, we can't fucking bitch about it. Because who else is going to step up? Nobody's stepped up yet.
No.
The biggest question marks for me is going to be Destin Robinson, so long as they can remain healthy. If they're on the squad, I'm comfortable with this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, I'll live with it. I like the lineup as it seems to be. I just really don't know what. I think Pulisic will have a good season with AC Milan, right? Outside of that, I'm kind of worried about. Well, I think Richards is solid, and as long as Destin,
the same fucking lineup,
and Robinson, well, he changed Stefan.
Does he really think Turner's going to start over? Colin's a big Stefan guy, so why in the world would he have even created one that has? He has another one out there where they actually change up some things, like Weah's a striker, Pulisic and Luna and Tillman. I'm I think that's really the big. Oh no. He does he have arson at? Because he doesn't rate Robinson.
If he doesn't rate Robinson, that's his problem.
Yeah, I mean,
he does.
The group think 11 is pretty good. My comment was not dissent is allowed. No dissent is allowed.
Oh,
even a single change is treated like just okay. Fair enough.
Colin, I would say this. It isn't so much that dissent isn't accepted. I think what happens is if you put something out there that's so out of that, left field, people are like, well, that's not going to happen even if you want it to happen. Like, I think if you put a player in that's like, okay, some people are like, well, yeah, well, or Poach Poach might do that. He might do that, actually. I think that's where it's like, but when you're putting out your own squad, you can do whatever you want. And I think when people say, here's my squad, and I'm not going to critique their own personal squad because I'm like, that's your squad. You can do it, pick whoever you want. And I'm fine with that.
You always put the emphasis on this is my squad. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
But if you say, hey, this is who I think is going to be playing in 2026, then that's when you're available for ridicule.
Or this is who should be. Because, okay, should be, I guess it's the same as my squad, I suppose. But then people are like, oh, you're pushing this shit at me? This is what should be? But if you just say, this is my squad, then people are like, oh, yeah, that's your squad. Or not everybody's going to say that. I will say that. Oh, it's your squad. Yeah, you can pick whoever you want. Whatever Disneyland squad you want to pick it. That's fine. I don't care. But if you're saying this is who should be there, now you're talking about an argument. Okay, so now you're saying Arson should start over Jedi. Now there's an argument to be had because this ain't Disneyland. You're saying this should be. That's kind of different, I think, than here's my personal squad if I was the coach and this is what I would do. But now you're saying, no. Not only is this my personal squad, this should be the fucking team. And you're like, okay, well, wait a minute. Arson Jedi? Really? We're having an argument there between those two players? Then that's when you get people coming in. You got to be crazy picking Arson over Jedi, just as an example. Well, go ahead, Brett.
I was just saying the concept that this is a groupthink roster is basically just saying, hey, these are our top players. Now, you can sit there and you can make an argument just because somebody's playing MLS doesn't mean that they're not a top player for our squad. They could come in, they could step up, and they can show that they can play with the A squad. But as far as your talent is concerned, I mean, people are going to look at our boys in Europe and simply say, hey, they're playing against stronger opposition week in, week out. Every single one of these players, outside of Ream, of course, and our goalkeeper, and I guess that's in that sense, and Pepi. Shit, it's going further and further back now. But,
it's a lot more, yeah.
I was going to say they're going to be all in the top 5 leagues, but yeah, it's like, well, shit, Eredivisie, yeah, okay, fair. No goalkeeper, no Ream.
At least you can say Eredivisie's in the top 6.
Yeah.
Yep, so. All right, should we do Yanks abroad real quick? Real quick.
No.
Jesus
yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I just said no because you wanted to do it. It's like, no, I can do it.
I just want to get out of the way. So, Kaveh Zero-Islam, by the way, who was playing in Belgium last season for St. Truden, has moved to Cracovia in Poland. So, apparently they weren't 100% on board with his good season the season before. He got injured. They just got rid of him. Hoppy, by the way, went 76 minutes for Sandrzyski in a loss. Josh Pinadath, 13 minutes for Dordrecht in a win. Osandina, who used to play for Dordrecht, is now at Casa Pia in Casa Pia, I think it is, in Portugal. And he went 33 minutes. Scally went 90 in a friendly versus Brentford in a tie. Haji Wright went 23 in a tie. George Campbell got a whole 1 minute for West Brom. Of course, Daryl DK was injured, didn't play. Charlie Kelman, 71 minutes for Charlton in a win. Aiden Morris, 90 minutes in a win for Middlesbrough. Downs, 30 minutes and a accidental assist in that win for Southampton. Ajiman, of course, did not dress because he tried to pick himself up off the ground and got a hernia. Moose, 46 minutes in a friendly. Pulisic was injured. Aronson, and that was against Leeds. So Aronson got 24 minutes there. George Bello, 90 minutes and a goal for Lask in a loss against Quincy Butler in Tyrol. Quincy went 84 in that win. Fossey, 90 minutes, a goal, and a win for Standard Liège. Tolkien, 46 minutes pulled at halftime. Not good. For a loss for Holstein Kiel, like the whole left side or the left and the mid, they were all pulled. So, yes, all the goals came from that particular zone too. So when I reviewed it, I thought maybe he was at fault. Wasn't sure, couldn't watch the game. Booth, 90 minutes and a loss. That's Taylor. CCV, 90 minutes and a win for Celtic. Trusty got the last 23. And then we got Conrad de la Fuente. Conrad de la Fuente. Yeah, he's at Lausanne in Switzerland, where theoretically, as good as we all thought he was, should be a star. Got 18 minutes and a loss. The last 18. Cole Campbell, 15 minutes in that friendly against Dortmund versus Juventus. McKennie got 24. And so that was the friendly. Reyna did not dress. Musa, 73 minutes in a loss. Pulisic did not dress. This is another friendly. And then this is over 3 days here.
I was going to say, Milan played Saturday and then Sunday, right?
Yeah, they did. Yep.
I thought I was seeing things in football. I was like, what the fuck happened here?
No. Couple games in a row. Zendejas, 90 minutes in a win for Club America. And unusually, he didn't have a goal or an assist, which is unusual for him. Des got a goal, went 82 for PSV in that win. That was like 6-1 or something like that, 7-1. Pepi did not dress.
I think it was 6-0.
Well, the other team scored at least one.
Oh, then it was 6-1 then.
My man had it on, but I was walking around doing stuff, but I was listening and watching. Zach Booth, 20 minutes for Excelsior in a loss. Zach Booth. Zach, the brother. Dietz, 90 minutes, and Green, 86 in a loss in the opener for Greuther Fürth. That's not good news for them at all. But it was to Braunschweig, the team that barely survived relegation last season with Johan Gomez, who went 61 in that win. PFOC went 62 in the second division in France, did not score. Like, come on, dude. You are now in the second division. Your team's winning at Reims. You got to start scoring some goals. And then Jalen Hawkins went 90 for Emmen in a loss versus Bresser, for young PSV in the second division in Holland. Bresser went 90 minutes in that win. That's what I got. That's all I got. That's the weekend. Boom. Looking forward. Weekend report. Looking forward to a full batch of games next season. That was pretty small.
Next season?
Or next weekend. Yeah. All right. Please tell me we're almost done.
That's all, folks. Yanks was last.
It is 11 o'clock at night here. Both Brett and I have to get up in just hours. So we will be back on Thursday, maybe?
Thursday.
Probably.
I would think so.
I think so.
I would expect so.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get like an hour show in there.
Maybe we'll do a call-in if it's too slow.
You're gonna do call-in?
I'm going to do Colin. Yeah, baby. No, I'm not going to do Colin. We're going to do a call-in show.
Not personal, though. Nothing personal there.
Of course not. I would never do call-in. And he wouldn't accept it if I wanted.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not personal.
He'd be like, no.
Bro, no.
Not, dude, you are not doing me.
100%.
So,
agreed.
I would hope. I mean, maybe he would. I know he would not. All right. He does not like me. Nope. Anyhow, so we'll be back on Thursday. And maybe if there's not a lot to talk about, we'll just do a call-in show and let you guys bitch for like 2 hours. That's always fun. And then we could react to
for like 45 minutes.
We'll
have some talking points.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we let them bitch for 45, something like that. Anyhow, it's been great for the 269 of you who were here tonight. Amazing how we always hit that fucking number. It's kind of crazy. But we will be back on Thursday. Until then, have a great rest of the week, great rest of the work week for most of you. And thanks for showing up. Good night.
That hurt.
Blowjobs are a no for me.
It is a skill. It is a practice skill. It is a necessary skill.
The secret to a great blowjob is saliva, saliva, saliva.
It's important for us to learn from this because I think we lose because we beat ourselves.
You need to swallow it too.
I understand the problem here.
The people don't understand esophagus is the main player of the game.
Try to stay away from it as much as I can.
You can start by licking the dip.
I didn't understand it, but
Patrick Agyemang to Bambi or